What's up, everybody? We're here live, 2020 NFL Draft. Me, Mulvaney, J-Bone, back and better than ever. If you guys used to follow our old gambling podcast, J-Bone was a fixture there. He's back with us tonight. Hopefully we get him doing more stuff with us. But for the 2020 NFL Draft, he is here. Before we get going, we got to come up with an ad read. Let me pull that up here. Here we go. Shane McHugh Visuals, full service video production house, Shane McHugh Visuals. You can check them out at ShaneMcHughVisuals.com and on Instagram at Shane McHugh Visuals. As always, we like to shout out local business here. That's another reason to check out Novice Clothing Company. You can go there, get all your team gear, get gear for golfing for the summer, get gear for upcoming football tailgates when football season rolls around. You can check them out at noviceclothingcompany.com and Novice Clothing Company on Instagram. Get ready to claim your crown. So we're here, little 2020 NFL Draft. Everything's virtual. We're doing it virtual. ESPN, NFL Network coming together to do this draft. Trey Wingo hosting, me, Mulvaney, and Josh on our end. Guys, what's up?
What's going on?
So who's your pick, Kev, for the Giants? Who do you think the Giants are going to speak? I want you to say it right now.
I think they're going to take the offensive tackle from Alabama, Wills. I mean, I want them to trade Daniel Jones, though, if I want to start getting hot takes. I want them to trade Daniel Jones to the Chargers at 6. And then we have the 4th and 6th pick. We take 2 at 4 and somebody at 6. Let's just get crazy. I want to apologize, first off, to Novice Clothing Company and Shane McHugh Visuals because I couldn't find the ad read, so I just did them off the top of my head. So I wanted to get that out in the open.
I wonder if they accept your apology.
They probably don't, but what are you going to do? I mean, they do take the time to write out the ad read, so I'll find them by the end of the draft tonight, and I will read them, but I just couldn't find
Where's
them.
Novice Clothing located?
They're all online, so it's probably very important that I get the ad read right, but hey, I'm going to get it right by the end of the show.
There is a link to Novice Clothing in every podcast blog.
That's why Mike's my guy.
Novice Clothing and a link to Shane McHugh Visuals Instagram account.
I only do the ad reads 4 times a week, so I don't know why I can't find them, but here we are.
It felt close.
It wasn't, but thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Josh, who are we taking at number 4?
Who do I think they're taking, or who do I want them to take? Two different questions.
Well, give me both.
Who do I want them to take? I think I want them to take Isaiah Simmons. Even though he scares me a little bit, but I think he's like the highest upside. Who do I think they're going to take? The wrestler from Iowa, because it's just – that's so Dave Gettleman. It's hard to even just not be the pick.
Now, Mike, you kind of don't have a dog in the fight here. You're just a football fan in general, right? So, we don't have a dog in the race, which is nice. So Mike can kind of be unbiased about everything.
I'll tell you this. When it comes to drafting, I think the surest thing is always on the line, which is great because that's where everything can fall apart or come together. So even though it's never flashy to say, like, especially in a draft that's this wide receiver heavy, they're saying it could be a historic wide receiver class. Like we saw with the Cleveland Browns this year, you can have all the offensive firepower in the world. If your quarterback doesn't have time to get the ball off, you're screwed. So even though it might not be flashy for the Giants to think up front first, it doesn't matter what talent you have on the outside if they can't get through the line.
I mean, the Giants' line sucks, so they need to get a lineman, I think. I also think they should probably consider drafting a center with their second round pick.
I mean, they have the worst defense in the history of the NFL. If they draft offensive linemen the first 2 picks, it's good, I guess. But, I mean, they need defensive players. Their defense stinks.
So what about the cornerback from Ohio State?
No, I don't think they need a corner. They signed Bradbury in free agency. They got Baker last year. I mean,
So then it's either Derek Brown or Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, well, I don't want Derek Brown. I want Simmons.
I'd be cool with Isaiah Simmons. The one thing that the Giants have always had whenever they're good is what? Good, like very good linebackers. So
Well, I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think he's more of like a pass rusher, like
Who
coverage. Like
play
he's just like
middle?
a hybrid guy.
All right.
He's like a bigger version of Tyrann Mathieu. I mean, the Giants won a Super Bowl with Chase Blackburn playing middle linebacker, so I don't know. I don't want Derek Brown. They have 75 defensive tackles. They don't need another.
Chase Blackburn would look like Ray Lewis on the Giants defense right now.
Well, they signed Blake Martinez. I mean, he might be all right.
You didn't like that signing when they did it.
No, I don't think he's that good, but he's better than what they had.
All right, the draft is starting here. I'm sorry we tuned in late, so we couldn't give you guys the play-by-play of Jennifer Hudson singing "Lean on Me."
See, that's a setup that I'm not going to take. I'm not doing it.
How great is the Lean on Me movie?
Great film,
Great film.
underrated film. I just don't get why we have to watch more celebrities come on and sing, but I don't know.
That's the new thing now, where celebrities go on and sing "Imagine," like "Imagine if there was no heaven."
Oh,
like
well,
they
I
sang
went on
that.
a rant about that on our other podcast. You
They
guys-
sang that as an inspirational song. Never, sorry.
While Grandma and Grandpa are dying, the celebrities are singing about imagining there's no heaven. So that's
How-
really, we're in tune with everybody.
I'm watching this montage now on ESPN. How mad would your wife have been if you took off your tux at the wedding and underneath it was a football jersey?
She
Like,
would
I
have
just saw a guy just like take off his tuxedo and there was a Ray Lewis jersey underneath, which
That's
is
a bit of a
already
Kevin
iffy
move.
as it is.
Do you think she would have been mad if I took my shirt off and had my Phil Simms jersey on underneath?
I think it would have been kind of expected from you.
Well, if I did it, I would have had Eli on. I wouldn't have had anybody else. I didn't get it. I didn't get in any real trouble at my wedding. I was good. Well, I was also not drinking then either, so that was kind of a good start. What is going on here? We got like a montage, like a thank you.
Can't we just have the draft? Now that I said that as they were like
We got some
thanking nurses
football
and stuff. So
highlights.
that was
Oh,
a
there's
bad
the
time.
kicks from the Super Bowl. That was a good
I can't stand Aaron Rodgers.
ad.
You guys are so far ahead of me. I'm going to have a mental breakdown here. I mean, the direct TV is just not. It ain't right. It's not right.
So is Joe Burrow the number one pick?
Yeah,
Obviously.
they already announced it. They already announced Young too, basically.
I don't want. Don't anybody look on Twitter during this because I hate.
Well, it's like I'm like on Twitter with you two being 12 seconds ahead of me on this TV.
What was it? Tonight, the NFL like barred people from giving away the picks if it happens too soon.
But they only barred the people that like work for ESPN, NFL Network, and Fox and stuff. So if like these beat reporters get the picks, they're gonna break it on Twitter.
Luckily, I don't follow any of them. I follow the main guys, so it wouldn't be ruined for me.
I'm blocked by most giant beat writers on Twitter, so
Yeah. And Jamel Hill and Emerald Lagasse.
Emerald.
I don't know if Emerald blocked me. I think you just made that one up. I am blocked by a good amount of people, but
Well, it's important to get your takes in.
yeah, it is. That's
We're going live on Instagram too here.
Twitter's designed to, get your takes in.
I'm gonna put this.
Started a live video. There you are.
I've been on
Just
Twitter
make
for
sure.
11 years. I found that out the other day.
You what?
Been on Twitter for 11 years. I must have got on right when I joined. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I joined in like 2010, so it's probably been like 10 or 11 years for me too.
Yeah.
You know what I need to invest in? Like a stand that holds my phone up.
Are you like Instagramming a Zoom call?
Yeah, because we had to. Because
But nobody's going to hear the audio because you have your headphones in, no?
I took my headphones out. They're just.
But they're in your ears.
Yeah, I pulled the Francesa. We were gonna do the Facebook or the Zoom live, but it cost us money, so we just figured, hey, we're gonna do it the old cheap way and then post it after.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna spring for the $15.
$15 for what?
For one,
You have to pay for the premium Zoom
go
to
live,
hook it up to Facebook Live. They won't just do this for free.
so they can gobble our butts.
I mean, there's also a chance that like if this was a regular draft, maybe we would have ate the $15 because every pick is like 15 minutes apart or 12 minutes apart. But this one, they're saying that yesterday or 2 days ago, the Bengals couldn't get in for like 30 minutes. So their whole mock draft was pushed back like 30 minutes for the inevitable Joe Burrow.
The Lions have their IT guy in a van outside of the GM's house.
Oh, I saw this. This was the coolest thing I saw on Twitter today. Jerry Jones is the only one on the Zoom call. So there's no scouts allowed to talk to Jerry. Mike McCarthy's not allowed to talk to Jerry. It's just Jerry, which is the best news I could give to Giants fans, is that Jerry Jones is going to be in the Zoom room alone picking the best right guard from the University of Arkansas.
Do you think Jerry Jones forgets he's on camera and gets naked by any chance? That'd be a home run. What's Goodell saying here?
I don't know. But Goodell has that Microsoft Surface iPad laid out there, tablet, to get those sweet, sweet Microsoft dollars.
They released a thing earlier that had all of the sponsors on, like Bose, Microsoft, Verizon was handing out cell phones to everybody. So Burrow's 1, Chase Young's 2, definitely.
Yeah.
And then that's where the confusion starts to happen at 3 with the Lions.
No, 3's the Dolphins. Lions are 5.
That trade went through?
Wait, what? I have on
Lions are 3, the Dolphins are 5. Unless there was a trade that you just saw on your phone.
Nope, projected trade. I'm looking at a projection.
What do you mean what is a projected trade? What does that mean, projected trade? What does that mean?
Schrager posted his thing, and I was looking at
This
it.
is
Look at
such a-
Pete
this is-
Schrager's mock draft.
This is such a Francesa thing to have happened. Like, you're just sitting there scrolling through your phone.
That's a
Here's some
Francesa.
breaking news I have here on the internet.
What was that? The other day, Josh, Mike and I are recording our podcast, and Mike's talking to me about something, and I went dark for like 25 seconds. He's like, "Yo, are you there?" I was like, "Yeah, sorry, I was just looking something up." He goes, "Oh, yeah." Sessa just started scrolling through the internet while we were talking. Just dead air.
If he was drinking a Diet Coke, it would have been the same thing.
We'll be back after this.
They're singing the national anthem here?
Who is that singing the national anthem? Is that Robin Thicke?
Harry Connick Jr., yeah.
Hand up, that's on me.
Sit down, Kevin. You're in your house.
Are you facing a flag in your living room there?
Yeah, like, what are you looking at?
Outside the door. So sorry about the false trade report. That one's on me.
I mean, that's been a rumored trade. That's why I thought it, like, happened while I was on this.
Yeah. I think that's part of why the Giants are saying that they're interested in Herbert. I think that's just like, can we get the Dolphins to move up or something like that? You know,
Well, if they draft Herbert, that's a surefire way to make me lose my mind. So they have that going for them if they do
You
it.
need either Herbert or Derek Brown.
No. I mean, you're a Giant fan. You shouldn't be rooting for that, even though you just want to see my reaction. That would be bad for the franchise. And I know you don't even, like, care about the Giants. You're more of, like, an Eli guy. You're a player fan, which aggravates me.
Not
Like,
true
you're
at all.
It is. No, it is. You were like actively rooting against Daniel Jones last year.
I was not rooting against Daniel Jones. You're so full of baloney.
You said it was full of baloney.
Well, yeah, it's a family show.
Is it? Is that?
Well, I mean, I did say gobble our butts, so I don't know. I'm flirting with a line of where I want to go. But look, here's the thing. I wasn't rooting against Daniel Jones. Do I love Eli? Yeah, unapologetically.
you wanted to see more Eli.
Bradley. Eli gave us a better chance to win.
Enough Eli was 4 years ago.
You were enough 4 years ago.
I don't know what that means.
I was done with you 4 years ago.
That's fair.
I was hoping that Goodell's basement, where he's announcing the picks, was going to look like Darrelle Revis's basement.
That would have been good.
I hope he loses power.
Josh is cutting the power at Goodell's house.
How funny would that be?
Just goes, yeah. All right, let's do this. Over under on how many technical glitches in the first round. Over under 2.5.
Under.
Technical glitches? Oh, man. We kind of talked about this on the pod 2 weeks ago. These are like 60-year-old football guys who Belichick always makes a joke like face space and Insta Twitter. Like, I really don't think that these guys have much tech knowledge. So
But they all have their IT guys there tonight. Like their IT
Yeah.
guys are sitting next.
I wouldn't be stunned to see some kids,
That'd be good. I like that.
some wives.
But do we think they're going to show the GMs like as they're making the pick?
Well, I saw some pictures of the coaches at their like home setups.
Yeah.
ESPN showed us like Andy Reid's, Sean Payton.
I'm hoping we get some like nose picks or something, like they forget they're on camera and
That'll be a Gettleman.
Gettleman just like knuckle deep in his nose, picking Derek Brown. Jerry Jones by himself in a house able to make draft picks is awesome.
Jerry in his mansion on Zoom with Goodell, just making the picks.
I wish I could go Instagram live from my computer. That would be way better.
Unfortunately, you can't.
Can't.
Facebook can only let you go live with no one else, so it can only just be you, which is kind of a pain too. They took away that feature.
Why is it? Let's go. Let's get this draft going here, guys.
This is typical ESPN.
They're getting as many ads as they can in, making sure Joe Burrow's got good Wi-Fi at the crib. Oh, I saw this. Joe Burrow is, I guess, sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings today. He like put up a picture on Twitter of like stacks of buffalo wings in the Buffalo Wild Wings cases. Getting that money already now that he's out of the NCAA.
That's awesome. Good for him. Buffalo Wild Wings tonight, just housing wings. I should have did that. Did Josh, did you watch The Last Dance or no?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It was all right.
Wow, that was the tamest reaction I've seen from anybody.
Yeah, people are overblowing this thing. I've told this to Kevin, but people are just overblowing the whole Jordan documentary. Like that thing, I don't know what you learned that was new in those first 2 episodes. I don't know.
I mean, I learned that. I didn't realize Pippen was getting that kind of money.
Pippen was making like 10-day contract walk-on money.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that was a big storyline back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm too young to remember.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But yeah, but you're the same guy that says that Jordan is by far better than LeBron. You're that same guy. I don't know how you can say both things at the same time.
Because I've watched the tape.
I found this out that when Scotty went west of Portland, he got paid. He's like the 9th highest paid player of all time, and he wasted 7 years making like $1 million.
Yeah, first he went to Houston for 1 year, got paid, and then he signed a longer-term deal with the Blazers.
Didn't he retire as a Bull? Didn't he go back there for
Yep.
the season?
Yeah.
We got to start drafting here, guys.
Tony.
He's on here talking to us about the coronavirus. We got to get one more ad in here.
There's not even going to be a football season. I don't even know why we're doing this.
The NHL said that they're looking at starting the season in July. So in case you ever want a little hockey playoffs in August.
Stevie, what's up?
Yeah,
What's up, man?
got my jacket.
Is he taking a phone call in the middle?
Yeah, he's doing like 3 shows at once now. Instagram, phone, FaceTime, and Zoom.
Eli, we're ready to go.
There we go.
Who we taking?
I don't know. If they keep the pick, I say Simmons. I said if they trade back O-line, but
A mystery fourth guest.
help big time on the O-line
I think
and defense.
I think they got to go offensive line.
I just hope they don't take one at 4. I just think that's a reach at 4.
I want them to trade Daniel Jones to the Chargers and get the 4th and the 6th pick and take Tua and somebody else.
I wish somebody had my reaction last year to that pick. I was in Myrtle Beach on spring break with my wife and kids, and my in-laws were in the room next to us, and I just screamed, "No!"
I don't know. I don't think it'll happen. I think they're going to keep the pick, and I think they got to take
This
Wills.
guy's making the pick from like a Holiday Inn. Look at this.
Steve, what's your message me your email? I'm going to get you in on this Zoom call we're doing.
This is the saddest head coach office I've ever seen.
Look at this guy. He's in like a
like a
studio
Holiday
apartment.
Making the pick from the Marriott ballroom. Ooh.
Why'd they just show like a million Bengals fans?
I think they have like a fan Zoom.
Did we get a direct message, Mike,
Did we?
on procrastination or no?
No, not yet.
All right.
Oh my god, I hate Roger Goodell.
Oh, there's people booing Goodell.
There we go.
A
I hate him.
Zoom boo. Goodell
Michael
losing.
Strahan was booing him.
What?
They had Michael Strahan.
Yeah, this is a plant though. They're raising money. Bud Light's doing this thing to raise money. I'm all for charity, but it's all fake. I don't like a fake.
No, you got to boo from the heart.
Definitely.
Here's a
It's got to be a legitimate boo. If it's not a legitimate boo, it's not a boo.
Here's a stat from one of our Instagram followers. Wills played 926 passing snaps and only allowed 1 sack. Shout out to DJ.
Wow.
That's the Iowa guy?
Look, the
Wills.
head coach for the Bengals is picking in like a Holiday Inn. This guy's at least in his house. Is he in some secure location like the vice president?
On the clock. Just make the pick.
I dig these Madden graphics they got going right now. "29 seasons without a playoff win.
Oh, that ain't right. They put a paper bag on their heads.
4th number 1 pick in 30 years."
I mean, the
Oh,
Bengals are
crap.
definitely not like a paper bag franchise. They've been, up until last year, they were pretty good for the last 10 years.
Who's that?
The Bengals.
Yeah, Carson Palmer went to a ton of playoff games with them. Dalton threw for like the most yards in his first 6 years of any quarterback.
Mike and I were talking about this on the podcast about how like the Bengals weren't that bad of a team. They went to the playoffs every year.
The Burrow family, all of them at Ohio State. Oh, no, it's Nebraska.
Nebraska. 2014 Mr. Football. Sorry, I don't know what that was.
Was getting no love from Urban Meyer. Had to go somewhere else.
I got news for you. I mean, I know everyone saw him like sorry, I'm reading the thing here coming through.
All right, Francesa. Mickey Mantle, 1962. 23 home runs. 10 RBIs. Mickey Mantle, 1960. What were you going to say? Go ahead. Sorry.
I forget now.
First time, long time.
Hey, Mike, when the
You were going to say Burrow was overrated. I think that's what you were going to say.
I love Burrow.
You were going to say Urban Meyer was overrated?
Well, he stinks. I was gonna say, Mike, when the Texas Rangers come to visit New York, do they get together with the New York Rangers? Yeah, they had the egg race. Yu Darvish and Henrik Lundqvist at the Ranger picnic.
Your Hugh Darvish in the Mike voice is the best.
That was strong, yeah.
Darvish.
This is a fake Zoom background behind Kuiper here.
Yeah, 100%. How about Trey?
Definitely.
How about Trey Wingo's suit? By the way,
It's loud.
It looks like he just walked out of Wall Street with Martin Sheen.
Hey Mike, how's your phone doing on charge on battery?
19%. Why?
I'm gonna charge mine. We had a decent amount of people in the Instagram live, but I got to charge my phone.
Okay.
McShay's got the corona.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, yeah. He put out some statement on Twitter about it, saying he's not going to be there because he had it. Did they know that before today?
I think they did, but they just announced it today.
Where's the charger?
You should be better prepared before you start. Why are we not picking it? Why are we not doing a pick? I hate the draft. I hate it.
Joe Burrow, it looks like his mom, and his dad. We got 6 minutes left for the Bengals to make a pick. So Burrow's 1, Chase Young is 2. Then what happens? That's the big question.
I saw that the Jaguars are trying to trade a defensive end to the Lions to move up to 3. But I don't know why they would move up to 3 unless they're picking a quarterback and they're giving up on Minshew already.
Well, the rumor is they like Tua, but they also like an offensive tackle too. I don't think they'll trade Ngakoue though to go up to 3. I don't think they'll do that. Ngakoue wants to play for the Giants, but the Giants don't have enough to give up to get him.
This is his house, but that is a wild carpet for your house, Zach Taylor. It looks like a hotel lobby.
Yeah.
Did they say for sure he's in his house?
You can tell by the window. See, like the
This
window,
dude's in his house.
huh?
This dude's in his house. Duke Tobin, Bengals director of player personnel. That's a house.
Hey, Duke, relax with the fire pit. Save some for the rest of us. Look at that thing.
That's an indoor grill. Look at that thing.
I love Michael Irvin. Look at this outfit. Well,
would love
to the electric factor.
Just what I told you.
What?
You're not a Giant fan. You're a player fan. I love Michael Irvin. There's nothing you can never. I don't care what. No.
I've probably watched more Giant games. Oh, if you want to talk about something, here's. Hold on, zip it. Let me talk. This is you. This is you. This is why you're such a hypocrite. Because 2 years ago, when you said if Eli started another game, I would never watch another Giant game or root for the Giants ever again. Well, here you are with your Plexico jersey on, rooting for the Giants. So at least I stand by the team no matter what, unlike you.
That's not true. You said once Eli was gone, you said the same thing. You said if they
false. That is 100% inaccurate.
I love that he invited you on the show just to personally attack you.
Yeah, well, that's normal. It's a normal thing. You're not a Giant fan.
I
can blow you up.
I mean, the fact that you just said that you watch more Giant games than me is just wildly not true, as you know.
I haven't missed a game in 10 years.
I can't remember the last Giant game I missed.
I'm saying the same thing.
But
And I didn't say I was going to abandon the ship if Eli played quarterback.
But I was right about that.
It doesn't matter. You don't remember the old days. You don't remember the good days. Eli was our guy. He's a part of the Giants. You're just a fair weather guy. You come and you go. I mean, I'm a Knicks fan and a Giants fan. I have no joy. Dodgers stink. No joy.
In fairness, we don't know if they stink because we're not going to get baseball until June.
Right. The year we were going to win the World Series in 4 games, I get screwed.
Still not
build up
in.
to the first
Pick
pick in
is in.
the history of football. The pick is in.
I wonder who it's going to be now that ESPN broke into this Joe Burrow montage as soon as they said the pick was in.
I hope he pulls an Eli in his living room.
The montage is still going on my TV.
Oh, it's still going on ours too. 12 seconds ahead.
Okay. All right.
This is longer than The Irishman. This
I can see Joe Burrow being a definite flop.
I like that hot take.
I mean, he played 1 season. He was not good his junior year.
No, he was pretty average his junior year.
Then Joe Brady came, and he was very good.
Go Tigers.
That was another. You're pretty good with the voices. I'll give you that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Burrow or Tua flamed out. Tua only played like 12 college games.
I want Tua. I wish. I like Daniel Jones a lot. That's my problem. He's like my favorite player, and I called that early on in the preseason last year. So I do want him, but I just think Tua is like the next great quarterback if he's healthy, which is a big if.
Joe Burrow. He's texting. He's got his Bengals hat in his hand. Waiting
I didn't notice that.
the suspense there, Joe. Picked in number 1, Joe Burrow. Here we go. Raj.
Raj got a whole container full of M&Ms with the NFL draft logo on it.
Joe
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow, quarterback of LSU. Having a FaceTime call with who I assume is Zach Taylor, or
Or the GM.
hopefully it's the GM, because I assume that Zach Taylor's hotel Wi-Fi is probably paid by the gigabyte. So
He had to upgrade to the $15.99 a night. Wi-Fi. I mean, Duke Tobin. What a name that is, by the way. I love
A
that.
great football name.
Duke Tobin.
you walk in with that name at the top of the resume, you can be my general manager.
100%. I don't even need to read it. You're in.
That's a football guy name.
Here's Ohio State footage, 2015, 2017. All right, Redskins on the clock.
That was his only throw at Ohio State, and it went for a touchdown.
Redskins are on the clock. It's obviously Chase Young. So what are they doing at quarterback? Riding the Dwayne Haskins train into the ground?
They should draft Tua.
He stinks.
Well, he threw that touchdown pass to tie the game, and while he was taking selfies in the crowd, they kicked a field goal and lost, right?
That was funny. I think they still won the game.
Yeah, I think they did too, or it would have been bigger if they lost.
Oh, yeah. That
Burrow
was
was
his first
awesome.
win.
Burrow was really good last year, but I don't know, man.
I'm always scared of like those flash in the pan 1 year guys. That's why I'm scared of Tua.
I think Tua was better though. Like I think more consistently, Tua had a better career.
He's just injury prone.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. I can't wait for the Giants to take Derek Brown.
That's not funny. I know you like think it's funny, but it's just not funny. If they draft Derek Brown, my computer's going to shut immediately, and you're not going to hear from me again. I will
Maybe we're-
fire this thing.
Maybe we're trading the pick.
I hope.
That
They
was
need
the
more
ninth
picks.
quarterback taken first in the last 11 years.
You think we can name all 9?
9th quarterback taken first overall.
Yeah, since 2009.
Baker Mayfield, Joe Burrow now,
I
Sam-
forgot Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray.
Sam Bradford.
Luck.
That's 5.
Cam Newton.
Cam, yeah.
Was he before 09?
No, couldn't have been.
Let's see.
What about the Jameis Mariota draft?
Jameis was number.
Jameis was number.
One of them
Jameis
was number
didn't go
1, I
first,
think.
right?
I think Jameis went number 1.
Jameis went 1, yeah. How many is that?
This is a Francesa game. This is what he does when he tries to. They'll be like, "Oh,
List
top
of
10 guys."
number 1 picks in the NFL draft. Let's pull it up.
This is when Francesa's like, "Can I name all the 500 home run guys?" And he sits on the
Hey,
radio.
Mike, I was just curious who played second base for the Mets when they took 4 or 5 from the Big Red Machine back in '77. I'll take my call after the break.
All right, I'll hang up and listen. Go ahead, Mike.
Now they already have Burrow as the number 1 pick face
That's
on
pretty.
the Wikipedia page. That's good work right there.
Look
By
at Zach
Corey
Taylor.
Lake.
He's laughing it up in the Holiday Inn. That is not good social distancing on national television, Zach.
Why did he need the
Pick
tech
is in.
guy there to teach him how to FaceTime?
Pick is in with the Redskins here.
All right. So we got Murray, Mayfield, Winston,
Yep.
Luck, Newton, Bradford.
Yep. Who do we miss?
Do you want me to ruin it for you? You guys got more guesses.
You can.
What year?
Yeah, that's a good clue.
2009.
Alex Smith.
No, Smith was
04.
05.
Oh yeah, 04 is the Eli drafts. 09.
Yeah. This is the tough one because I thought he was older than this.
Was Matt Ryan a number 1 pick?
No.
No.
Hang on.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna get it.
This is really tough because I thought he was way older than this.
Stafford wasn't a number one pick.
He was.
Stafford
Stafford was 09.
Stafford was number one.
And I don't think you guys said this one. You might have. But it's 2016.
Luck?
No, Luck was 2012.
2016.
Yeah.
Jameis? No.
Jameis was 15.
2016.
Jared Goff?
Yep.
Good one.
Murray, Mayfield, Goff, Winston, Luck, Newton, Bradford, Stafford.
Look at this hat Joe Burrow's wearing.
That's how all hats are now.
It's 7 times too big, though. They could have got him the right size hat.
I figured he was going to wear the hat because he tweeted out earlier that no one should make fun of his hair because all the barbershops are closed.
Which is such like a hardo tweet to send out. Like, obviously, no one's getting their hair cut. I mean, look at what I got going on.
So the
That's
non-quarterback,
wild, that hair.
the non-quarterback,
Brr.
you guys think you can get to 2 non-quarterbacks?
No.
Uh,
What? If you give me the years, maybe.
2013, 2017.
Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, shit, there's actually 3, but Clowney is one of them, yeah.
We'll be back after this. I don't know. I don't know the other 2. Who are they?
Myles Garrett
Wow, I would have never got that. Okay.
and Eric Fisher, the tackle on the Chiefs.
Would have never.
Stinks.
One never got that.
Schefter is reporting that the Lions are going to hold on to their pick
All
at
right,
3.
so Chase
Chase
Young.
Young
Is,
on the phone.
Chase Young's obviously going to the Redskins here.
Chase Young is probably the
That-
if you're drafting for talent, if you already had a quarterback and you had like a Peyton Manning neck injury year or like a David Robinson got hurt, Tim Duncan year, like he probably could have been the number 1 pick.
Well, he should be a Giant, but they would beat the Redskins in overtime in a meaningless game because we're the Giants.
Wah.
That guy in that picture, I would assume is from a memorial at Chase Young's house,
Yeah.
could be Mark Jackson's twin brother.
Yeah, you're right. Also has a great hat on.
He does not seem thrilled to be the newest Washington Redskin.
He looks like.
He's known it for
Yeah, I know, but still, I mean, Mike's right. He looks not
Ron Rivera with a huge painting of the Redskins logo in his living room.
wild. And Kyle Smith is drafting from his couch on a TV dinner tray.
I like it.
Me too.
He's drafted on like a $12 Target table.
All he had was a little table and a little Redskin briefcase.
How about the wooden American flag next to the Redskins logo at Ron Rivera's spread?
Yeah,
Ron
nice.
Rivera, a weird move. All right, so Chase Young is the newest member of the Washington Redskins. That's official. So we got Burrow 1, Chase Young 2. No surprises there. The Lions are now on the clock. J-Bo's
Allegedly
reporting
keeping
via,
their pick.
yeah, reporting via Schefter that they're keeping their pick. The Giants, Dave Gettleman, is probably thinking what he's going to do right now. He's falling in love with Derek Brown.
You said that about me?
No, I said
It's gonna,
Gettleman.
be, it's gonna be real sad for you once the Giants make their pick and you can't get that joke in anymore.
I know.
You're getting a lot of content out of the joke.
But again, not a Giant fan because he's rooting for Derek Brown to be the pick.
But why am I not a Giant fan for that? You don't know if Derek Brown's going to be any good.
That's like the one position the Giants don't need.
You
Don't
don't.
shrug your shoulders. They got 35 defensive tackles.
I am so in on Joe Judge that I don't care. I agree with anything he does.
We have a
roll
lot
your
of text
eyes.
messages.
Roll your eyes. Because who was right about the previous 2 coaches? This guy. As soon as they hired him, I said, that's a bad move. And then when they hired Shermer, that's a bad move. So, do you want
You were
to?
right about Shermer.
And I was right
wrong
about Ben
about
McAdoo. I was right about Ben McAdoo, too.
I still think McAdoo got a raw deal.
Yeah, okay, you got a raw deal.
I will always believe that.
It's almost time for cookies and cream ice cream.
You're just gonna eat ice cream? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Thought that was like
Exactly
a
what it
nickname for somebody.
No.
Burn
I'm gonna literally go to the freezer and take out a jug of cookies and cream ice cream and house it. What's your go-to ice cream flavor?
I can't eat ice cream.
Okay. Next, Mike, what's your go-to ice cream flavor?
I'm very boring. If I go to the ice cream stand, I get vanilla ice cream.
That's fine. I like vanilla. I like vanilla and strawberry ice cream.
I'm not a flashy guy. I was telling you guys off the air. In the draft early on, I like taking linemen. You
Yeah.
know,
You're
run
just-
the football.
Just a peas and carrot type of guy.
Back to the basket, 90s basketball. That's where I'm at, man. There's too many threes now.
Bunt the guy over, drive him in.
Giants will draft the next Eric Flowers. That's what's gonna happen.
Here we go. Joshy going negative.
Look-
Did I freeze?
Look at
No, you're
Chase Young just bowling over these guys from like Middle Tennessee State.
And
I'm not sure. Like Jadeveon Clowney's a great comp if you want to talk about how great he is. Like Clowney doesn't even have a team at the moment, unsigned. He had 3 sacks last year? He's been kind of a disappointment.
We'll be back after this.
You taking commercial breaks?
No, I just like doing my Francesa. So, who are the Lions taking then?
Okuda,
Matata.
Matata.
Chris Berman will definitely be able to do an Akuda Matata joke.
Yeah.
The Lions need so much that they could take anybody here, and I think it would be good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All of the mocks I saw have been them taking Okuda. So I think that probably is the pick.
Have you guys seen Cliff Kingsbury's draft setup, by the way?
Yeah.
I mean, that guy is just a stud. Mike, can you see this?
That's awesome.
So the Lions pick is in. That was quick. They wasted no time.
Well, you got to remember when they say the pick is in, like the clock starts running right away. So,
Oh, yeah.
like
But
the
I do
Giants clock's
think-
been running for 4 minutes.
Yeah, I do think that the virtual draft is going to scare these guys into getting the pick in sooner.
And I think there won't be as many trades.
Matt Patricia in the living room, the general manager of the Lions, not looking at the computers or his cell phone, just rocking in a rolling chair.
Paul Schwartz said the Giants will be taking Derek Brown.
That's a lie.
Jeff Okuda. So it's pretty much been chalk for the first 3
Chalk.
picks. These,
Oh,
I mean,
Jeff.
Goodell isn't even on my screen.
Oh, Akuda's got a nice balloon set up in his house. He is definitely the most excited. There we go. Big smile from
there we
Jeff.
go.
Good for him, man.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was cool. That was nice to see. We got
But the guy just told him to look happy. He whispered into his ear to be happy.
Well, Chase Young just looked like he got punched in the teeth. Joe Burrow had the goofy hat on.
He's known he's going to be a Redskin for the last 30 years.
Here we go. The G-men are on the clock.
7.5.
They're going to
Go
they're
time.
drafting the Iowa tackle. That's who there's going to be drafted. That's who it's going to be. The
D.
most
Brown, D. Brown, D. Brown, D. Brown. We're getting a defensive tackle, baby. Reinventing the NASCAR package.
no. I mean, the NASCAR package is all defensive ends.
Nope, not anymore. We're going to make the stock car package with just defensive tackles. We're going to make the Lebanon Valley package with just defensive tackles. So what do you want? So
I know that the Lions need to stop anybody,
Hmm.
but is that really
We
what
got
they
to trade
need?
the pick.
I mean, he's the best player available.
Hey, Mike, when the San Francisco Giants come and play the Mets, do they ever get together with the New York Giants and like hang out and get to know each? Wait, what do you want to happen? When the Giants, why? What do you think? They're like brothers or something because they got the same name?
I'm glad you broke this out as soon as the Okuda Ohio State Michigan highlights came on. You found a distraction immediately.
So what do you want to happen now? That was the weirdest call I've got in 30 years. Yeah, and the same thing with the Rangers and Yu Darvish and Henrik Lundqvist. They have the egg race and the potato sack race at the Ranger picnic every year. All right, who are the Giants taking? Here we go. Trade the pick.
Acquire assets. Here's the first hit.
And son in Northville, Michigan. Pencil in the ear. Giant pencil in the ear. Look at the size of this pencil. Oh, my
There we
God.
go. Working kids into the photos here.
Bob Quinn looks miserable. Oh, boy. The Lions stink.
What's with the kids' photo op? What's that about?
So the Lions don't look as sad and you can't make fun of how bad Bob Quinn looked. You post your kids behind you.
Is this the first time 3 teammates win the first 3 picks? Has to be, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's cartoonish.
Gotta be.
Unless it happened one of those Miami teams.
I don't think so. Never 1, 2, 3.
There we go. Chase Young looks happy.
And Urban Meyer couldn't win with them. Just throwing that out there.
Because he stinks.
Eating Papa
course, he won a
John
commercial
on a
before.
golf cart by himself. After losing to Jameis.
And he covers up crimes. He's just the ultimate scumbag.
He'll be at USC next year. Not this upcoming year, the one after. So, all right, Josh, last prediction. Who we taking?
I can't pronounce his name. The guy from Iowa, Tristan Wirfs.
My mother-in-law just texted me and said, your team is up next.
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
That's sweet.
That was nice.
Yeah. We're down to about 4 minutes and 15 seconds here, and the pick is not in.
Trade the pick.
Trade
Trade
it,
the pick
baby.
with the Jags.
Let's get crazy.
Trade the pick.
Daniel Jones to the Chargers. We take Tua, and then we take Derek Brown, and we're back.
You got to get
Not
these
funny.
jokes in because it's the last you're going to be able to make them.
Until we take him. Then I can start calling him a franchise-altering player.
I won't be on the chat anymore if they take Derek Brown. So
Yeah,
just
you
remember
will.
that.
3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the Giants' pick.
There's no way Gettleman can pull a trade off in
No
like
shot.
3 minutes. So
No shot.
Not with the bunch of old people we've seen with their setups.
Well,
and he's the oldest. Gettleman's the oldest.
and Gettleman had one little computer, like monitor,
I like that.
and then he had a bunch
No
of papers.
distractions.
Yeah, none whatsoever. Gettleman's just playing like pinball on his Windows 95 right now.
That pinball game was sick.
One of the best games ever. I played that for hours when I was supposedly doing homework in my mom's basement. So what are God?
We're
They
under 3 minutes now, and
they-
the pick is not in.
They got it. That means they're trading the pick. It's got it.
No.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe they're waiting for the best offer.
Right, that's
Twisting
what
the
I'm
knife
saying.
a little on the Jags.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to get Fournette.
There
Get
we
rid
go.
of
Gettleman doesn't know how to do that. We don't need Fournette.
Fournette
I
and
think Fournette
Barkley,
stinks.
two-headed monster. Thunder and Lightning oh. 2.0. Josh, anything on Twitter? What's it saying?
Nothing.
Derek.
They're not allowed to.
Oh, they're not?
The main guys aren't.
Derek Brown.
Say it again.
This pick isn't in yet. We're trading it.
Yeah, but we're working in a little Last Dance commercial right now. They're not plugging the Rodman episode on Sunday, which is going to be electric.
Electric, 100%. I can't wait to hear about this 48-hour vacation in Vegas. And all right, 1:50, still not in. Gettleman forgot to submit a pick. The Giants lose the pick.
I did see that there's going to be an honor system if time elapses. So it's not going to be like the year the Vikings didn't get the pick in and people were shoving each other to get envelopes to the commission.
Gettleman fell asleep at his computer.
This is a little stressful. We're down to about 1:15 here.
Trade the pick. 2 a time,
There's
baby.
like 1:50 on my clock.
You're losing time to us.
We're under a minute and the pick is not in.
There it is.
It's not under a minute. Is it
No.
under a minute?
A minute
No,
and
the
5,
pick's
the
in.
pick came in.
You're safe.
Here we go.
Nobody react until JB reacts.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I won't say anything. Unless it's Derek. All right, let's go. One time, gentlemen.
Look at the light show going on outside the stadium that no one's allowed to enjoy.
Look at Eli. Look at him, baby. I love you, Eli.
Ugh.
How dare you?
That was at Odell Beckham, not Eli.
Oh, good. Yeah, he's the worst. Pat Shermer. Bum.
Bum.
Bum. I told you that the day they hired him.
Bum.
We went from bum to bigger bum. Got rid of a Hall of Fame coach for Ben McAdoo.
I mean, the sick part is I just know they're going to screw this up. That's the part that sucks about this.
The Gents, baby. It's a dog-eat-dog world, but Giants coach Joe Judge and Abby are ready. Wow, the New York Post is just dying for headlines.
What can they do with the back page? There's nothing.
All right, come on. Give us the pick.
This is a sad setup.
Look at Joe Judge's setup. What is that? Now I'm nervous. I'm officially nervous.
What are those lights?
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Oh, my God.
This is just as sad.
Look at Gettleman's got an 80-inch TV to the left of him, 3 feet away. And he's got a flag hanging. Oh, my God.
He's not on the phone, though. Like, wouldn't he be talking to the pick if they were going to keep
His
this pick?
glasses.
If they were going to keep this pick, wouldn't he be talking to somebody?
Mel Kiper says
Kiper
offensive
explained
tackle.
his fake Zoom background to the ESPN graphic artist.
I don't get that at all. Pick is in. Here we go. We're taking a lineman, Josh.
They haven't
As
announced.
long as it's not, I just don't. I would take. I don't want the guy from Georgia if they take the lineman. He's the one guy I don't like
Here we go.
as much. Worfs, Willis, or Becton if they're taking a lineman.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Andrew Thomas, the offensive tackle from Georgia, and he looks miserable. And J-Bone is silent. He went silent.
Well, the last thing he said before the pick was announced was he didn't want the tackle from Georgia.
Right, exactly.
So he
This guy
almost,
stinks. This guy is just big, and he stinks.
Yeah, but he played drums in the Pace Academy band, baby.
Look at this guy. He looks like me. He's built like me in this drumming picture.
Yeah, he does look a lot like you. You're right. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Why didn't we take Wills?
Because we stink.
I hate this pick. Oh, my God. The Giants stink.
if your best player is going to be Barkley, you want the line, though, right?
I want the other one, though. Didn't we want Wills here? I mean, they just showed him whiffing on a block. Yep, Mel Kiper says there were better options. Giants blew it. Oh my God, the Giants stink out loud again.
Is this at least this is a left tackle? I would presume to be taken this early.
He said they played left and right tackle in college.
Okay.
Josh, are you going to say anything or no?
I don't know what to say.
You seem a touch upset.
He's just not that good.
Gentlemen's putting on the mask, and there's no one else in the house.
What is he?
He doesn't know how to put the, he doesn't even know how to put the mask on.
Joe Judge just pulled a hammy.
Is he in a hotel room too? That's some hotel art behind him.
No, he's in where Buffalo Bill kept his kidnap victims. Look at that house.
Dolphins traded everyone of value.
Giants stink.
God.
The Dolphins 9.
Look at Andy Reid's setup. This is why the Giants will never be successful, because we don't have swag like that.
Is that a dip cup or is that coffee?
No, that's Pepsi, baby.
21 starting quarterbacks. What a gross franchise the Dolphins are.
They've been bad for a long time.
What's the most random Dolphins quarterback you can think of right now?
Jay Fiedler.
Wow, that's the winner. That's a good one.
Brian Greasy.
Fat Dante Culpepper at the end.
Fat
Yeah.
Dante Culpepper's a good one. When they could have had Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Giants stink.
The Dolphins are on the clock. Tua.
They got to take Tua.
They've wanted Tua for 2 years.
They got to take Tua, man.
This is the saddest I've ever seen people wearing Lays. They look miserable.
They look like me right now.
Josh, you have to comment on what you think. I mean, you haven't said anything.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Right before they made the pick, I said, I hope they draft any of the linemen but Thomas. Then they drafted Thomas. So it's pretty obvious what I think. The guy's no good.
I just got a text from, Tom, obviously.
Yeah.
He's just said, Giants stink. Worst of the 4 offensive tackles.
Thank you.
I'm saying it stinks too. I'm saying it stinks. It stinks, baby. I hate sports. Oh, my God. The Giants suck. Gettleman sucks officially. God darn it. Oh, my God.
The pick is in.
It's got to be Tua.
It's not going to be Tua. It's going to be
Herbert?
from Iowa.
Huh?
Derek Brown.
That's my –
I can't wait till Derek Brown goes in the Hall of Fame. I can shove it in your face.
You just wait 17 years from now for Kevin's call.
I'm just going to play this back to you.
Uh,
The Giants suck. But time for a snack.
They just re-upped Fitzpatrick, which I felt was a move where if they were going to take Tua, they would do that. Because if
I
Tua
agree.
wasn't ready, we know Fitzpatrick's only good enough to win you 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, and then like you said the other day, then they can have another top pick next year.
Yeah. It's almost like the Sam Hinkie trust the process Sixers. Just keep taking
the Dolphins have
you're
so
going to
many
be good.
picks. Yeah.
I hate the Giants. I
I hate them. I hate them. I really do hate them. They haven't been fun to watch in years, but now we just got a guy there's no one in his house and he's putting a mask on with nobody around.
You want to hear something insane?
He's such a weenie.
I'm on Twitter, and
Yeah.
Shams just broke who the Dolphins are picking.
Who's Shams?
Oh, he's
NBA
an
reporter.
NBA beat writer. He's like the heir apparent to Woj.
You want me
So-
to tell you who they're taking or no?
Yeah, obviously.
Tua.
I knew it.
That makes sense.
We could have traded down and got this guy at 15. Nobody wanted this guy. He's the 4th best offensive lineman in the whole draft. Giants take him at 4. This franchise stinks.
I love how my phone just blows up with people just making fun of me
Yeah,
after the
me
pick.
too.
I'm really sick of people.
Somebody just texted me who's an Eagle fan, of course, and they said, ha, 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 ha. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny. Tua, it's official. To the Dolphins. Honestly, why wouldn't you want to be drafted by the Dolphins? Go play in Miami. I mean, it's awesome. You get to be the quarterback in Miami. I love that.
The year that Cutler was the quarterback, great random Dolphins quarterback too. Cutler lived at the Marriott for the whole season.
I love that move because I love staying in hotels.
I'm going to start
Like such a smoking
wearing
thing.
lays.
What?
I'm going to start wearing lays as just a normal part of my attire. I got to take a phone call quick, so I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
All right.
We'll chat amongst ourselves.
But
Mike,
that's go ahead.
the Giants stink, man. This
Is it any worse than if they took a quarterback with only one hip?
at least we know Tua's not the fourth best quarterback in the draft. Like, we just take the fourth best player at the position we take at number 4. It's just typical Giants.
He was so far down Mel Kiper's board that when they picked him, it didn't change on the screen. Now, Kiper's not the be-all, end-all. Like, he said he would retire if Jimmy Clausen wasn't good.
Right.
But, I mean, sweet Jesus. You
Now
want
I
to put the name on the board.
This is just such a Giants move.
They're going to get killed on talk radio tomorrow.
They should. This is the only sports we have. And they do this. So what do the Chargers do now? Herbert?
They said they were sold on Tyrod, which I don't think anyone's ever said and meant.
I don't get. I don't get the Tyrod move. Unless they just want to not be that great. But I think Tyrod's good enough to make you middle of the pack.
As somebody who is probably going to keep Austin Eckler in their fantasy draft, I would love a run-first Chargers offense.
Yeah. Well, Eckler was great last year, man. I had him too. And he actually didn't lose fantasy points when Melvin Gordon came back.
Yeah, because Gordon was basically unusable.
Yeah,
He sat out the first 10 games.
I mean, if you're Tua, how can you not be happy with going to the Dolphins? I think it's a good situation. You got a young coach who's a good coach, I think. You got a bunch of picks there for the next few years that you can surround yourself with. You're going to be young, but, man, I think that's a great pick.
Yeah.
I love that.
There's no pressure on him to start right away.
Right. You can kind of ease him into it and wait till this team is built up around him. And also, we talked about this. The Dolphins backed up the truck for free agents, too. They got a lot of good free agents on this team, a lot of former Patriots. They got a good team.
And you can make the case now with New England probably backsliding with Stidham.
Yeah.
And there's something that's bound to happen to the New York Jets.
Right.
As people who are alive, you know? So you would have to think, like, could Josh Allen win the division for the first time this year, and then 1 year, 2 years down the line, these picks come through for the Dolphins? Like, they're still going to have a ton of cap space or free agency, guys on rookie deals. They really sixered up this, like, rebuild.
Well, I think if you're a Dolphin fan, you have to at least be excited, which is a change of pace. And honestly, that division isn't what it is like with the reign of the Patriots. So that division's wide open. I don't think the Dolphins are going to be competitive this year, but in 2-3 years, I think they could be really a good team and an exciting team if everybody stays healthy. And you got to love a left-handed quarterback too, so that's big.
Yeah. The first one to throw a pass since Michael Vick, I think, when he was on the Steelers.
That's a good trivia question. It might be.
Vick was the last active left-handed quarterback.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't know, man. The Giants stink out loud, I think. I wanted Wills. So who's up now? Now we got the Chargers. What are they doing? What's the Twitterverse saying? Anything good about what they're doing here?
I would assume that there's going to be something here on the defensive end. They seem pretty set offensively. It felt like Rivers really held them back with a steep decline in his performance.
Side note, Tua's house looks awesome, by the way.
Oh, yeah. The nicest of the 5 houses we've seen so far.
Easily. It looks like a log cabin on the beach. That seems like a nice setup. I would love to live on the beach. That's my next move in life. Beach house. Just living there.
The Chargers, with 3 minutes left, got the pick in.
Yeah, so they knew who they – that's another thing that the Giants are just morons about. Every other team is in with 5 minutes left. The Giants whittled that clock down to a minute 5 and take the 4th best lineman.
The Giants stink!
All control offense. They were letting the play clock run down.
How about Gettleman putting the mask on? And then Joe Judge blowing his knee out trying to get up out of the chair. Absolute disaster.
Ooh, it's never good when they start doing the quarterback late montage right after your pick. That's not good. Johnny!
Geno Smith and Johnny Manziel. Wow, they stink.
Geno's still in the league, right?
I don't know.
Seattle?
Geno Smith is on the Seahawks.
Yeah, I thought so.
Trey Wingo's suit is ridiculous.
That might be his only clean one, because dry cleaners aren't essential, I don't think.
No.
So
But I
if you
feel like
you
ESPN
talked to the dry cleaner, and then a week later they were closed for 2 months.
He pulled out his Halloween costume when he was a 1940s gangster and threw it on for the big draft. The Giants stink, man. Josh looks miserable. I wish the people listening to this could see Josh's face. If you're wondering why he doesn't talk on the show anymore, it's because he's just mad. He's just texting. He's laying in bed in a Plexico Burris jersey, just miserable.
We got a septuple box here on ESPN with Booger, Irvin, Warner, everyone.
The pick is in for the Chargers. The Giants are the only team to wait till a minute 5 left to take the 4th best player at the position. Everybody else is in at 5 minutes.
The Chargers pick is in. The Chargers select.
Justin
Herbert.
Wow,
It's gotta be
Justin Herbert.
Woo! Really?
Wow, maybe they're not sold on Tyrod.
Justin Herbert stinks.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you, like, for him, awesome. You get to go play in Los Angeles. Great job. I'd rather go there than play for the Giants.
Your only competition is Jared Goff, who stunk last year?
Yeah, to own the city.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert stinks.
Probably a better lineman than the guy we got.
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, don't start with your miserable act, okay?
No, I'm miserable. The Giants had the 4th overall pick in the NFL draft and drafted the 4th best offensive lineman.
And waited till a minute 5 left in the pick to do it.
So they were talking it down into the play clock here, too.
Well, Gettleman probably couldn't figure out the computer. What's up with these cartoon graphics, too?
I don't know. They have to have something to fill time here, though, because we can't cut to anybody. So this kid grew up an Oregon Ducks fan. His grandfather went to Oregon, and he's the quarterback there after Mariota, right? I don't think there's a bridge between the two of them.
So Carolina's on the clock. Carolina's going to take the guy
Simmons.
the Giants should have had.
Simmons. They're going to take Simmons or Derek Brown.
That's good. Keep Derek Brown out of division.
Yeah, seriously. Future Hall of Famer.
Wow, he's really shredding these Pac-12 defenses right now. Historically great defensive conference, the Pac-12.
What a boring draft this has been.
They
Nothing's
were really,
happened.
They were worried that there weren't going to be a lot of trades because it's all old guys at tablets.
They might be right.
Well, I mean, everyone on Twitter is saying the Giants swung and missed. So who's
That's
Jeff?
not good because you don't even have Twitter. This is just what they're showing people without accounts.
Right. It says they were looking to trade the pick.
Who said that?
Troy Renk.
Troy Renk is like a Broncos reporter.
Okay. He said the New York Giants have been looking to trade out at the number 4 pick. If they stay put, they are likely to take a left tackle, Jedrick Wills or Tristan Wirfs. You were wrong. They took a guy 2 slots worse than him.
Yeah, so enough of Troy Renk. Tell him to go cover the Rockies like he should be.
You want to know what Jeff Reinbold said?
Screw Jeff Reinbold, too.
The New York Football Giants take Andrew Thomas from Georgia, my 3rd-rated offensive tackle. Everyone's saying Wirfs or Wills was the pick.
I wonder else who said that.
You. Why are you mad at me? This is what you do. Start lashing out at me for no reason. I'm one of your 2 friends in the world, and you got to give me shit because the Giants made you upset. We're in this boat together.
Great.
No, not really. We're not in this boat together because you were actively rooting against them by saying Derek Brown.
How is that rooting against the Giants? You don't know how good Derek Brown is going to be, dummy.
It's not who they needed.
And they need this bum offensive tackle who's the next Eric Flowers?
Don't say that.
Can't wait to trade him away in 2 years. Bum. This team stinks. Ready for another 3-13 year. Everybody that wanted Eli gone. Same
He might be
difference.
good. He might be
Same
good.
difference.
He might be good.
He's going to stink.
Now
I don't
you
like that they said he's unathletic, he doesn't recover well, and he's not very explosive.
Those are all 3 things that you want in a football player.
So that's
Those are all
tough.
things you want in a tackle. You can get away with that if you're a center.
That's what my beer league softball profile said. Not what the 4th pick in the NFL draft should say. Unexplosive, fat, doesn't run well. Playing shortstop, Kevin.
Why don't they just put right in there, doesn't get off the ball well?
Yeah. Was picked last in his family Thanksgiving football game.
What do you think my flag football profile would have been?
That's tough. Did you play with him?
Yeah.
Oh, because I've heard that he's the greatest indoor quarterback of all time.
It's 100% true.
He was much better than I expected. Let me put it that way.
And if he's giving me a compliment, you know how good I was.
He's real mad at you right now, too, and he had to break down that you were a great indoor quarterback.
I've said this for years. If I didn't have to play in pads, I'd be in the NFL. I don't know.
Part of his success as a quarterback was because I was blocking for him. As soon as I got hurt.
I heard that he had no mobility.
None. I don't have any mobility. I just stand there and sling it, what a quarterback's supposed to do.
True.
Josh was a good lineman. When Josh got hurt, things went to poo-poo town. But look.
You already said shit once, and I don't know how to video edit, dude.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So wait, shit's back on the table? But here's the thing. If we want to get – we won 5 games. We went 5-3 in that league, and then the year I leave, because I'm telling you.
Shane's going to see this.
He can see it. I'm just telling you. I'm a quarterback. That's what I do. I love Q. He knows that. Q's a phenomenal defensive guy. But look, that team needed a quarterback.
Is Christian McCaffrey making the pick right now?
Speaking of me and Q, check us out. Production Delay movie podcast. It's going well. Also, look, I don't know how I would react to throwing in pads because I've never done it. But if I could play without pads, I would start on 14 of the current NFL football teams.
Shut up, Kevin.
But an old school offense of 3-step drops, 5-step drops, West Coast offense.
Yeah, I'm like Brett Favre. I just improvise and sling.
Oh my God.
You said I was better than expected. Can't take that back. That's
It's on tape.
Yeah, that's good forever. I'm actually going to put that on a loop and fall asleep to it. Matt Rule has a nice setup
Why is he wearing a suit in his house?
because
He's a clown.
Our head coach just blew his knee out.
Joe Judge looked like he gained 60 pounds in quarantine, was wearing an NYPD hat and sweatpants. That's what I want my football coach to be doing.
I've said it from the day
He
we
was
hired
wearing
him.
the gray hoodie, too.
Yeah, I like
Shout
it.
out to Bill.
It's not Joe Judge's fault that Dave Gettleman's a moron
Putting on a mask in his house by himself.
with no one else in the room, and he didn't have the mask on when he was first on camera, but now he's putting the mask on. Why?
I'm interested in this Panthers pick because I
'Cause
don't
he
know
had-
what they need.
The reason is, this is what is being said online. He's recovering from leukemia, went through chemo, and his IT person was coming into the house after they drafted the.
Okay. Well, now
Okay.
we've been cancer shamed.
Blanket
No.
apology on that. Then.
Yeah.
Derek Brown.
Wow.
All
Still
fame-
in the NFC, not what you like to see.
Hate to see that when you get a gold jacket guy go in the top 7 picks.
We got to go. We just drafted the next Anthony Munoz. I'm all in on Andrew Thomas now.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Why?
I've changed my mind.
You can't change your mind. It's
It's because when
reaction.
everybody hates the pick,
End zone.
it goes well. Like everybody loved Eric Flowers. Everybody liked the Eli Apple pick. Well, guess what?
How much footage of people do we have being booed who are in the Hall of Fame now?
A lot of it. It's a good point, Mike.
I don't know. I just don't.
Joe
It's
Judge.
sick if you
people
couldn't
text
tell
me.
by the joke was Derek Brown to Caroline.
Yeah, Derek Brown, gold jacket guy.
Now you're Gettleman with the gold jacket guy thing. Just be quiet.
I mean, that's the joke, Josh. Get it with it, Mr. Negative. I love how you're now changing your reaction to the pick. That's not the point of it. I mean, you had a reaction. You called the guy a bum, and now you're back into it. You're a tool.
I got to go on mute quick. I'll be right back.
All right, Mike. Arizona with 3 minutes on the clock. I think they got to go somebody to take care of Kyler Murray, right?
Yeah.
So, like, Tristan Wirfs maybe here, the lineman.
This
or
is
maybe the
definitely going
Will-
to have to be an offensive line pick. You felt like earlier in the season when Murray was struggling, he didn't have a lot of time. Later in the year when he got more adjusted to the speed of the game and he ran around a little bit more and felt more comfortable with it, they give him some more time. I think he's going to have a really big year with Hopkins and Fitzgerald and Kenyon Drake, who really helped them late in the year.
They're going to be an exciting team. They're going to be more exciting than people give them credit for. I don't know how many games they win, but I think they'll be pretty exciting. I'm excited for this. For in a few picks, we're going to have to stay on here because I want to see middle of this draft when the wide receivers start going, like pick after pick.
The earliest I had heard of some of the receivers going is maybe 9 at Jacksonville, but then I didn't hear it again till the low teens. Because Jacksonville just let Marquise Lee walk, who was pretty healthy.
Jacksonville doesn't have anybody really other than Leonard Fournette. He's like the last guy on the island there.
And Fournette did an interview where he was asking Cam Newton to show up.
What were you intrigued by having to stay on the line? What were you saying? Sorry, I missed it.
We were talking about the receivers that are going to go in this draft.
CeeDee Lamb stinks. There's a take for you.
Look at Gus Malzahn's house. Electric.
Why are they at Gus Malzahn's house?
Because Derek Brown just got taken.
So?
Unanimous first-team All-American and SEC, the premier college football conference play.
Yeah, we don't need him. Josh don't want him. We'll take the 4th best lineman in the draft, no problem. We don't need this guy.
When have you ever seen a defensive player wear number 5? Usually in college, that's a running back number.
When you're a stud and you just say, give me number 5, just in case I need to run the ball on the goal line.
Was it Edgerrin James wore number 5? Reggie Bush wore number 5?
Reggie Bush was a number 5. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Josh don't want him. Unanimous
Kingsbury.
SEC player.
Look at Cliff Kingsbury. That dude's so damn cool. Look at that house.
Kingsbury is just dripping Good night.
I've lost a lot of respect for Cliff Kingsbury.
He looks like a male model.
You know how he once dated Holly Saunders, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And now Holly
Oh,
Saunders,
yeah.
she now dates Vegas Dave. So I lose all respect for everybody involved in that
And
conversation.
they got Simmons. They went linebacker, went defense.
Hey, Mike, you know how much J-Bone hates Vegas Dave? Like, a lot.
Vegas Dave got into like a back and forth with Portnoy like a month ago.
Yeah, Portnoy really didn't respond though. It was more Vegas Dave just running his mouth.
Honestly, Portnoy shouldn't respond. Portnoy is 35 times more famous and well-liked than Vegas Dave.
Portnoy just reviewed Paysan's frozen pizza.
I saw that. Albany, New York standout. Actually, one of my best friends plays tennis with the owner all the time.
Really? Tennis, one of the pre-approved quarantine activities.
Also, I love to play golf, as everyone knows. I haven't been playing golf yet because I support the social distance.
You want a medal? You want a gold star?
Don't. Oh, man. Next time I see you, I'm going to break your glasses.
I was thinking about golfing because they opened up the stadium tomorrow.
The premier golf course in the capital region.
But I'm a little weirded out about touching the flags and what the card and pencil situation is going to be. Also, I don't have a rolling cart, so I'm not a walker, first of all, like cart life forever. And I'm not carrying that bag.
I like the idea of putting with the cup raised out of the ground so you can just bang it in.
Places aren't doing that anymore.
No?
They're putting like foam in the cups and stuff so the ball goes in the hole, but you don't have to reach all the way in to grab it.
So we got
probably safer just to give yourself the gimme at that point.
Yeah, you should just automatic two-putt. Jacksonville on the clock. What are they doing? They stink.
They don't have anybody, but they're excited about Minshew. They traded away everybody of value, and there's nobody to protect him.
Why didn't the Giants take this guy from Clemson? He looks pretty good on the tape.
That's who I said.
That was a good pick by you, buddy.
Wow.
When do the Dolphins pick again? At like 16?
Yeah, something like that.
Joe Judge just addressed a Giants player by name for the first time as coach.
I love Joe Judge. So
he said they drafted Andrew Thomas because it'll give Daniel more confidence and more time back there, and that's what we need as a team.
You guys talk. I got to take a restroom break.
Okay.
We'll be back after this.
Well, we're staying on, so he can't hear me because he had the headphones. I wanted to make fun of him. I think the Jags will take Worse from Iowa, the guy I wanted the Giants to take.
If they're going to rebuild around Minshew and Fournette, they almost have to start building out at the line first.
Supposedly they're trying to trade Fournette.
Yeah, well, once he went on that podcast and said that they had to sign Cam Newton.
Yeah, I think he's right, though. I think the Jags, if they sign Cam Newton, could be good.
Cam and Jameis are better than 10 to 12 starting quarterbacks week one right now.
Probably true. The only thing, Cam may be hurt. That's the only issue.
Yeah.
And you can't really do physicals and all that stuff.
Yeah. But Jameis is better than Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, Jameis is a wild card. He's got a little Eli in him, Jameis. If Jameis had one more, he's got a very similar profile to Eli.
I love Jameis Winston because he's the new NFL red zone Jay Cutler. Every time they cut to him, you don't know who the hell's going to score. It's my
just
favorite.
Like watching Eli the last 8 years of his career.
They did like a whole feature where they were talking about Eli's last game. I don't remember if it was The Athletic or ESPN Magazine, but they interviewed Archie as part of it. And Archie even said that he was telling Eli for years on the bad team, stop throwing it up because you're hurting yourself.
Yeah, he couldn't help himself.
Because he's a team guy. He's a leader. He's the greatest football player in New York Giants history, aside from LT.
Yeah, I mean, if Eli had Eli Manning earrings, like LT had those LT lightning bolt earrings, he'd be number one.
So I haven't washed my Eli jersey since Super Bowl 46. It smells a little. I'm not gonna lie, but I just got chew spit on it, so I think I gotta wash it now. Josh, what happened? Oh, that was your.
That's
phone.
forearm.
Yeah.
It's not fuzz.
What were you guys saying? That Jameis is as good as Eli?
I said Jameis is better than Gardner Minshew.
100%. I agree with that.
We said this on the podcast too, that Cam and Andy Dalton are probably better than Gardner Minshew too.
Easily. Oh, Jaguars pick is in.
I'm surprised the Jags didn't trade Fournette to move up.
You think somebody wants Fournette still?
Nope.
I don't know. I saw something where Fournette has faced 8 men in the box more than any other running back in the league the last 2 years because they just don't have any threat to throw the ball.
They're going to be really bad. They might be the worst team in the league next year.
There's probably a good chance about that.
And they get Trevor Lawrence.
You think?
Well, he's the number one pick. I mean, he would have been number one this year if he came out.
He probably would have been number one last year.
Yep.
That's a good point.
Should have cashed out and made $50,000 in the XFL.
Get that
They
money.
They wouldn't have paid him. The XFL owes everybody.
Oliver Luck is suing Vince McMahon for $20 million.
Yep, they owe him $20 million.
Do they really?
Yeah, Oliver Luck signed a 5-year, $25 million contract to be XFL commissioner.
Honestly, I was all in on the XFL, but they denied our media credentials so they can lick it.
I was really hoping to meet Vince McMahon. Vince
Mike
did a
would've
lot
went
for
down
my
to the
childhood.
game.
I watched a lot of Monday Night Raw.
J-Bone's a big Monday Night Raw guy.
Not anymore. Used to be.
Who are the Jaguars taking here?
Worse.
The guy we should have had?
Yep.
Josh, Mike and I were discussing on the podcast the other day our top 5 worst sports movies of all time. What do you think the worst sports movie of all time is?
The worst?
Yeah. I said Ed, that movie with the guy from Friends and the monkey.
Matt LeBlanc.
Yep. Mike, what'd you say? Major League 3?
I have my list here somewhere. Major League 3 was on my list. Rocky 5 was on the list.
Major League 3 is really bad.
Here's my best ones.
What's your best ones?
My 5 were Remember the Titans, Rocky, Coach Carter, Ali, and White Men Can't Jump.
I had Rocky, Field of Dreams, the original Bad News Bears. I forget what else I had on there. Oh, Miracle and something else.
Oh, my bad ones were D3, the
Horrible.
Mighty Ducks when they're in the international tournament.
That's tough. Yep.
Rocky 5, Major League 3. Major League 3 was an abortion.
Very bad.
One of the worst movies ever made.
Joanna Man was on mine and Cavs. And my last one was Ready to Rumble, which is the David Arquette pro wrestling movie.
Horrible movie. C.J. Henderson, the quarterback from Florida, is going to Jacksonville.
He stinks. The most underrated sports movie of all time is The Replacements.
Great
That's a
movie.
great one.
Shane
People don't
Falco.
People don't know this, but Keanu Reeves was in such good shape that Brian Billick offered him a tryout with the Ravens.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
Shane Falco is the best sports character of all time.
What is it? Chicks dig scars, pain heals, but glory lasts forever.
Oh, it's just
Not to mention Gene Hackman as the coach is
yeah,
perfect.
unbelievable.
The kicker owing like the English mafia
Unbelievable.
gambling money.
Unbelievable. It's a great movie.
That's one of those movies, and I said this about Remember the Titans on my list. It was on like TBS or TNT, like every Wednesday for like our entire like teen years, and I watched it every time.
That is definitely a rewatchable movie.
My favorite scene in The Replacements is the deaf guy dancing in the jail.
Yep.
Yeah,
when
it's great.
everybody else
That whole
stopped.
scene is great. And then the English kicker's like up on the bars. Like, oh, the big fat sumo wrestler when he's eating the eggs. That's hilarious.
Throws up in the
And then he
huddle.
pukes. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm upset that I didn't have the replacements on my list now.
Pain heals, chicks take scars, but glory lasts forever. What a film.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
What else is an underrated sports movie? You know what movie?
Who are the Browns going to take? Lyman?
Yeah.
Oh, they have to take a lineman. Baker Mayfield in no time all year.
He stinks.
I think the Alabama tackle's the best lineman in the draft.
You know what movie I love that's an awful movie? Celtic Pride.
There's nothing awful about Celtic Pride. Don't say
I
that.
mean, it's a bad movie, but it's great.
This is I'm getting a little ahead of ourselves here. But number 12 is the first pick in Las Vegas Raiders history.
I can't wait to see what's.
Oh, I need to see Gruden's house setup. I hope he's in the old Monday Night Football bus.
Yeah, that'd be great. Mark Davis just plowing through P.F. Chang's.
I hope that they let Gruden keep the Monday Night Football bus, and he's just there with the old Gruden grinder set.
Is it What did I read the other day? Did we talk about this on the pod, Mike? That the heir apparent for Sunday Night Football is Peyton Manning and Mike Tirico.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees. Yeah.
Yeah, his NBC contract doesn't start until he retires.
That's wild that he already set that up. Good for him. That's making future money.
The Browns select. Goodell really milking this one.
That's nice. They let the kid help. That's cool. I like that.
Is the kid sick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cancer.
All right. I can't see it. That's why I asked it.
Jedrick Wills Jr. Great pick.
Yeah, the guy.
Great pick. Browns get a draft of A. Oh my God! Did you see that? The brother. Did you see the brother? He just slumped in the chair when he said the Browns. I just like this.
That was awesome.
Wow, that kid's upset.
The brother went full surrender cobra.
That kid's played a lot of Madden in his life, and he knows what
He
happened.
knows the Browns stink.
Oh my goodness.
That was amazing. 6'4" and a quarter, 312 pounds. This is the guy the Giants should have had. Watch this guy do work. Ready? Here we go. Roll the tape.
My brother just sent me a screenshot of a text from December 28th where I said, Andrew Thomas stinks. I'll bet my life that's who the Giants draft.
Can I see it?
You must have been watching a bowl game or something.
I watch more college football than anybody because I have a gambling problem.
Yeah, he watches a lot of college football. Like, I can't wait till football season comes back so we can get the gambling show back, Mike.
I got to have him screenshot and send it to me again. I'll send a screenshot of what he said to our group text.
Yeah, dude. That's hilarious. Josh picked the dude. Here's this kid from Alabama.
Sad bowl game going, this guy stinks.
And then I knew the Giants were going to draft him. This is what he sent to our group text, but I got to get him the screenshot of the text.
Look how sad the kid is still. They even
Look
made
at
him
him.
sit back up. Oh, God.
That kid's going to cry.
The brother's sobbing in the corner.
That's awesome.
Here's a funny story. Back when I was coaching baseball, we were in the regional championship game to go to the World Series. And this kid on our team, his little brother always wanted a bat boy, so we let him bat boy for the whole year. Bases are loaded last inning. We're a base hit away from losing. We ended up rolling a double play and winning. But I turn around, and the bat boy's in the corner sobbing his eyes out, just like that kid right there. The full tears in his eyes. That kid He fell out of his chair.
He was just miserable.
Oh my God. This is your one bailout opportunity here. The New York Jets. If
No,
they
they're gonna draft. They're gonna draft Becton from Louisville.
If they do something worse here, you're off the back page of the Post.
They're not going to do something worse. The Jets are a better organization right now than the Giants. I'm reading a sack that Thomas only allowed 12 pressures in 3 years as an SEC lineman.
Yeah, great. He stinks.
Now you're back on the stink train.
Yeah, because my brother sent me that text, and now I remember why I didn't want him.
So,
Those memories of that bowl game came flooding back.
and because you said that, you have to stand by it now. Because if he does stink, that'll be.
It's,
You should pin that tweet on your Twitter bio.
I've never pinned a tweet.
Who the Jets taking?
I don't know. They're letting the clock run down here too.
I think they take Becton or Judy. Do you know that Jerry Judy wears a Star of David necklace? Because his last name's Judy.
I did
So-
hear that.
Yeah, so people used to make some Jewish comments, so he just bought a Star of David because he liked the Star of David.
That's kind of a weird move.
I don't think I'd draft him just for that reason.
Who's the guy in Seinfeld that converts to Judaism just so we can make the Jewish jokes? Tim Wallach? Or no, that's the Giant. That's the Dodgers' old
Wow.
head coach.
Uh,
His name's Wallach, isn't it?
no, it's Watney or not Watney. It's,
Yeah, no, Watney.
No,
Tim Wally?
no, it's Tim. It's
Watley.
no, it's not Watley.
Just keep saying J names. Just keep saying it.
It's Brian Cranston.
It's Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
But his character is
Tim Watley.
Tim Watley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I love Seinfeld, man. Mike, are you a Seinfeld guy?
Yeah. I'm actually just starting the rewatch now on Hulu.
Do you
Hang on a
remember?
second. Does that mean you've only seen like the episodes once?
No, I mean they were on Fox my entire life at like
Okay,
6
all right.
o'clock.
He means watching it from start to finish. I would.
Gotcha.
say.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Little
you rem-
binge action.
Josh and I had a fight about this the other day because he doesn't remember the episode. Do you remember the episode where Jerry starts saying "baby"? He's like, "That's it, baby," and George goes, "What are you stealing my babies now?"
No, I don't remember that one.
Nobody
Sorry to
remembers.
let you down.
That's not a big part of that episode.
But it's funny.
And I think you just recently saw that episode is why you
No,
don't know me.
I didn't. What's better, Seinfeld or Curb?
Curb.
I
You
agree.
can swear in Curb.
Washing machine's fucked.
Oh, you can't say that. I thought this was
Disclaimer: I'm
family
gonna say one
friendly.
F word because that
You can-
that
Hey, if there's one thing I learned in Be Cool is that you can say the F word once and still be PG-13.
exactly.
And that is worth it because that scene in Curb is the funniest scene maybe in television history. What happened to her?
The Jets pick is in. Here's your chance.
Jerry Judy.
What
That's
are
my
you?
prediction.
What are you, the motivational speaker? You think I'm the motivational speaker? What happened?
What happened to you?
Larry David is a genius. I
That
love that man.
that gif of the little brother sliding into the chair, I'm going to use that 1,000,000 times in the blog.
He was like this.
Oh,
That was tough. That was like me watching the Giants make every pick for the last 10 years. It's just like,
Michael Irvin with the biggest flex of all time to have the Super Bowl trophies all behind them.
They had to have picked a wide receiver for them to go immediately to Michael Irvin. Oh, the Arizona iced tea half and half, the Rolls Royce of Arizona's.
Yeah, and it's the diet one, so you can drink as much as you want.
never had it.
I've
Oh,
never.
that's Arnold Palmer. Never mind. I wasn't. Never mind.
what?
I've got the full version, non-diet in the fridge.
The old sailor, you.
I'm going to
Yeah.
start pounding some orange juice and vodka in a minute.
Do it for Do it live.
You
Do it
earned-
live. Yeah,
Not even a
right.
drinker.
The Giants make him drink. So Henry Ruggs the third to the Jets.
It's either Jerry Judy or Becton. I said that 20 minutes ago. That's what I'm sticking with.
Who's this?
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb stinks.
CeeDee Lamb's girlfriend is gorgeous.
I'll tell you
I
what, though,
wouldn't-
great living room in that house.
Gorgeous
That's a
might
great
be.
living room.
I'm saying gorgeous. I'm in on CeeDee Lamb. The Jets should take CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb's no good. It's Becton or Judy.
Becton. Nailed it.
Mekhi Becton. Good call, Josh. You nailed that.
Oh, that's going to hurt. They both took tackles. Oh.
Becton's a pothead.
Yeah, I mean, so is Laremy Tunsil. And he,
Right, and he turned out pretty good.
I don't know. Laramie Tunsil is pretty overrated.
He's better than our guy.
You don't know that?
Eric Flowers Jr.
This is a big moment because we're about to see Gruden's draft cave.
I thought it just said his mother Simone is a catcher, but it's a caterer. I thought she played softball.
Ran a 5'10", 40, the heaviest player to run faster than 5'2".
What do you guys think I could run?
7 and 3/8. Holy shit.
364, 6'7", and look at him playing hoops.
Yeah. Back to the basket.
Wow.
That's basketball.
That's the hoop we like to see on this podcast. Back him into
Oh,
the
he
paint.
throws down.
Whoa!
Little tomahawk off the drop step. Woo.
LeBron James with no regard for human life.
This dude is 365 pounds, and he's so much faster than us.
What do you think I could run the 40 in?
5'6".
5'9".
All right, I'm doing that for the pot. I'm doing that for.
Oh, you know what? Is this before or after you start your boxing Rocky training in the garage? Because
Boxing.
tomorrow
He hit the heavy bag once and broke his hand.
6'2".
I did. I broke my hand. I bought the heavy bag and I snapped my pinky in half. I called Josh and I said I was punching the bag and my finger is destroyed. So yeah, we're doing a weight loss challenge. I'm going to start Sunday.
If you went outside right now or tomorrow morning and ran the 40 before you did any of this, I don't know if you would break 6 seconds, dude.
No, he'd break 6.
I'm the slowest guy in America. I do not know.
He'd
All right,
break
I'll do it
6.
tomorrow, Mike.
6 seconds is a long time. You might break 6. I think you could probably be between 5'6" and 5'9".
I think I
Mekhi
could-
Becton's dad looks like Mark Henry.
Joe Douglas getting hugs from his kids. Why do they all have M&Ms?
Why are they hugging their dad? I hate this stuff. This is the stuff I hate. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand really
Oh,
why they're
this dude's-
hugging.
What are they congratulating him on? The guy could stink.
He's going to be better than the Giants guy. They're probably saying, "Hey, Dad, good job not taking that bum the Giants took." I mean,
What
Mekhi
is he
Becton.
pushing a truck?
I could do that.
No, you couldn't.
Uphill?
What?
If that's just flat or downhill, I could do it.
No shot.
100%. If it's uphill, I couldn't.
You couldn't push a smart car.
Doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
The one thing I have behind me is a little weight and a little strength.
You don't have that much strength.
I just said it couldn't be uphill. It had to be flat or
You're
downhill.
using a
You-
Toyota Tacoma or
He
whatever.
wasn't
that is.
lifting it. He was pushing it.
I want to circle back to this. Could you run the 40 faster than Kev?
No.
No.
I'm slower than slow. I mean, I
am slow, but I would be.
That's incredible because Kev's slower than Urban Decay.
I mean, he's right. I can't dispute any of this.
When we played softball the one year we played together, Kev got caught from behind on the base paths every time he was on base.
my greatest fear is like running the bases in like slow pitch softball when you really should be able to score from first on any base hit.
Yeah,
And I was always like
And Mike was
base
our
guy.
manager, and he always hit me third, which I appreciated. But our 4-hitter was lightning quick, so he used to get right up on me.
there's Gruden.
They're showing Gruden's whole board with all the names on
John Gruden spit in the face of social distancing, by the way.
it.
Look at Mike Mayock is drafting in his kitchen on a phone.
They're going to draft Jerry Jeudy, no doubt about it.
100%. All right, I'll run the 40 tomorrow then.
You think you can do it? What do you think you can run the 40 in?
5.7.
Okay.
5'9".
Oh, I'll be 5'9". Put money on it. I bet
How
you
many
50
times
bucks
you
I
gonna
run
run
it.
it?
All right, fine. I'll bet you 50. You don't break. Fine. You're not breaking the fives. 5.95. I win.
I get unlimited chances.
No, you don't get unlimited chances.
All right, I get 3.
I'll tell you this: 3 to 5, Kev tears his hamstring.
I like those odds. I get 3 chances. That's fair.
Fine, 3.
All right, that's a deal. I'll have my wife record the whole thing tomorrow.
Henry Ruggs.
Oh,
Wow, they drafted Ruggs before Jeudy. I bet you the Star of David thing is making Jerry Jeudy drop. The 49ers are going to take Jerry Jeudy in like a second.
They should.
ran the fastest 40. That's definitely a Gruden thing.
Yeah, he's a speed guy. That's a Raider thing too.
Yeah.
I got to get a stretch in, I think, before my run tomorrow,
There's definitely like a 5% chance you tear your hamstring tomorrow.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You want to put 50 on that?
No, because I feel like you'd let up. You would feel the tinge and let up.
Yeah, but then I'm going to lose 50 to him.
I think you could give up a little bit and still break 6 seconds.
I have to break 5.9.
Who's timing you?
My wife.
Okay.
She roots against me, so she'll probably be a little heavy on the stopwatch.
5.91. I win.
I get 3 chances.
Is it the average of the 3 runs, or
No.
he just has to beat it
I
once?
just got to beat
Just
it
has
once.
to beat 5.9 once.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness! What a
That was
dunk
a
from
dunk.
Robert E. Oh, that's Robert E. Lee High School. Oh my God! Who is that?
The guy the Raiders just took, who ran the 4.2.
I would have taken him on the dunks alone.
Let me ask you this: can Kev break 5 in the 30-yard dash?
Good question.
If we cut 10 yards off, could he
Yeah,
break?
can I do a 30-yard dash? 40 seems like a long way. I'm looking at what 40 yards is right
I think
now.
he could break 30 yards in 5 seconds.
I'm looking at 40 at what 40 yards looks like on a football field. I can't break 6 seconds.
That's 120 feet, Kev.
Yeah, I don't think I can break 6 seconds now that I think about it.
That's 2 seconds every 10 yards.
Yeah, no, I don't know how that's. I don't think I can do it. So I'm gonna give my best effort. But what was the heaviest guy that ran it in?
The huge tackle,
Yeah, what did he run it in?
5.27.
5.27.
Then I have to be able to break 5.9.
No. I mean, that guy's
He's trained his
athleticism.
entire life.
Him and you. Okay, this is what I'm comparing. His athleticism to you
Right.
is like Mike Trout
Mm-hmm.
and
Me?
See, you can't get into this with him because on our old podcast, the one we did 2 years ago, he told a professional baseball player that he could strike out David Wells.
No. Yeah. 100%.
what do you mean?
He said that if he was pitching, he could strike out professional athlete David Wells, the pitcher.
Right. If David Wells grabbed the bat, I would strike him out.
No.
I also said I would strike out the professional athlete, the guy that plays Double-A for the Mariners right now. I would strike him out eventually.
You never pitched in high school or
I know.
summer league or anything.
I know. But he said if we stood out there all day, he would never strike out against me. And
He
that's
would
just
get
I
tired
agree.
of swinging
I
the
agree.
bat before you got tired of throwing.
exactly my point.
No.
I would strike him out eventually.
No, you wouldn't.
There is not.
100 at bats, you're not striking him out.
We'll do it as soon. Like next time I can get with him, I promise you I will.
This guy got an Old Spice robe.
This guy's wearing a robe.
It's an Old Spice robe.
He is screaming. I play for
He
the Rangers.
already signed an endorsement deal.
Trey Wingo is.
He's
calling.
got his own banner.
Yeah, I
Moose
love
has
it.
his own banner.
There's not a sport out there that I couldn't compete with a professional athlete for a period of time.
Huh?
I don't. I'm going to say this. I don't think you could break 5'9" if you got a running start like in the arena league.
Then put 50 on it.
I think the running start would hurt him.
I agree. I don't have look, it's all I have great fast twitch muscles, but then I don't know what happens after that.
When was the last time you ran?
Flag football.
Okay,
2.5, 3 years ago.
that's dangerous.
I know. Well, no, actually, do you guys want to hear the story? Last Thanksgiving, not this one a couple months ago, but the one before that, dominated in our family football game. Like,
He played against a bunch of women and children.
dominated.
You're a world-class athlete.
Here we go. Not only did I play quarterback, but then my receivers couldn't catch, so I had to go play receiver and just said
49ers
"Throw it
are trading their pick to the Bucks. You think the Bucks are going to take Judy?
Yeah, and just load this offense up. Mike, so my wife's playing quarterback on the other
You're still talking about this?
Yeah, because my wife's playing quarterback on the other team. And I just get in the zone. I want to compete. So I come off a corner blitz, wide open, and I just laid her out. And she got up with tears in her eyes. And I felt horrible. She was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know." But she threw a pick six, but then I had to call it back because I'm roughing the passer.
What happened to this game?
Exactly. I also got bit by a dog during the game and still played. My brother-in-law's dog attacked me because I was playing too good. I was like,
taking 13 and 14.
yeah, they just traded that pick.
That's crazy. Why would they
They-
want to twice in a row?
Because they got to take a lineman, maybe two of them.
Or they could end up trading 14.
Yeah. How about Brady working out in a public park when he's living at Derek Jeter's house, and then he just breaks into somebody's house today because he thought it was Byron Leftwich's house?
Jeter's got no yard, though, at his house.
Yeah, but to Mike's point, why is Brady just going into people's houses? That's a
Also,
weird-
he doesn't know how to read an address?
San
Yeah.
Francisco's picking 14 now. They swap picks.
Tristan Wirfs.
There's
They tr-
nothing that'll be funnier than that brother just slumping in the chair.
That was the best. Bruce Arians kicking it.
Mike, I'm thinking of that bet now. I think the bet originally was that David Wells right now couldn't strike me out. Like if
That's even more preposterous.
no, because he said
No,
He
you're
said-
right. You're right, because the guy who plays for the Mariners now
Mhm.
turned and looked at you and said you weren't much of a hitter at your peak.
right, and I
And
said
you were
you're
like,
right.
no, he's like 52 years old now. I can take it.
Right, yeah, I would get a base hit off David Wells eventually. I mean, I don't want to pull up some summer stats from my 16, 17-year-old season, but RBI City, if anybody's curious.
The fact that you think you can get a hit off David Wells is so preposterous.
He wouldn't strike me out every time. It would be impossible.
This
That's
is where his speed
impossible.
comes in. He would lay down a drag bunt and beat it out.
No, I said I'd get a base hit to right center field. Eventually, I would. 100%. That's the dumbest bet ever. There's no way he would strike me out every time.
How many at bats?
10 at bats, I think it was.
You got no shot.
I mean, you're insane if you don't think I would put the ball in play.
Would you strike me out every at bat?
No. But I would strike you out 5 times out of 10.
half the time.
Yeah, 100%.
That means you have to throw strikes.
Oh,
Go up there.
that
look
was my
for the ball.
problem when I pitched. I threw too many strikes. I can also throw a football 60 yards, no problem.
You have to keep talking like this so you're in the right mindset to beat 5'9" tomorrow.
I'm gonna beat 5'9". Now I bought into everything. I might run 4'9", just in everyone's face. hear my neck crack though? That's not good. Are you putting 50 on it too?
I think that you can get. I think you can be in like the 5.6, 5.7s.
Josh, take another 50 with Mike. He's on my side.
That you're gonna beat 5'9"?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll put
It's all
50 up on
depending
anybody
where
that wants
you
it.
guys live imaginary $50 or fake or real, you know. So based on where you live or where you're seeing, this is an imaginary bet.
No, this is a real bet. I'm taking Josh's $50.
Oh, I'm taking Kevin's 50 once he runs a 6'4".
6'4".
Who'd the Bucks take? Because you already
Tristan
know it.
Wirfs from
Tristan
Iowa.
Wirfs. There's another pick the Giants.
All the protection that Brady needs.
Yep.
They're gonna have to throw on every down because that Roland Barber guy might stink.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Hometown, Mount Vernon, Iowa. Dude, this guy ran a 4.85 at the combine. Why
He's
didn't the Giants
faster than
take this
Joey
guy?
Bosa.
Yeah, why didn't the Giants take this guy?
Everybody says he's better suited as a guard than tackle.
I saw another pickup truck, and I thought this kid was going to push a pickup truck too. But I think it's just some senior night.
There's nothing impressive about pushing a pickup truck. I'm standing by that.
If I played behind the greatest offensive line in football history, I would win 10 games in the NFL.
You're just going to have to keep talking this up so you believe you can beat
You
the
have to wear
5-9.
pads.
Right. I know. I don't know about the pads. I really don't know about the pads.
Hang clean 450 pounds.
Mike, when I come back,
4.85.
Mike, when I come back home in August, we're going to do all these. I'm going to
Not
do all
this weightlifting stuff on the TV, right?
No. I don't lift weights. All this other stuff that I'm saying.
All right, I'm going to have to bail.
All right.
If I didn't get tired, I would be one of the top 50 athletes in the country.
Thanks
It just
for
makes
hanging
no
around
sense.
today.
It makes such little sense that you would even like. It just doesn't make any sense. There's nothing else I can say other than you saying you're a top 50 athlete is the dumbest thing that's been said tonight.
I like. Here's the thing: if I
You're
didn't
not a top 50 athlete in Albany.
if I didn't get tired, I would. That was always my problem, other than dealing with a chronic illness. So.
Oh, see, now you got to bring up the chronic illness, so I can't make fun of you. It's such a low blow and so obnoxious. I hate it. I'm
But
still
other
going to
than
make
that-
fun of you.
Other than that, if I didn't get tired, look, I am a superior sports intellect, so therefore I would just outthink everyone on the field.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does. I'm 3 steps ahead of everyone before they even think about it.
You think your sports intellect is that much greater than mine?
Well, I'm just a better athlete, so right there, you're already behind a step.
No, you said your intellect is what was going to get you by.
Right, but if I'm already a better athlete than people, then I'm already.
But maybe my intellect will overcome your small gap in athleticism.
Well, first off, it's not a small gap, and second off, I would never allow that to happen.
I don't know how big you think this gap is. I mean, how many sports do you want to play, and then we could.
Okay, all right.
Decathlon.
All right, hold on. Before you go, when I come back home, we'll do this. So what sport do you think you can beat me in first? Go ahead.
Basketball, easy.
Impossible. Okay, next.
That would be the biggest blowout of any of them.
Okay.
You have no chance of beating me in basketball. None.
I will admit, because, see, I'm a realist. Basketball would be my toughest sport to compete in.
All right. So
Because I have no left hand whatsoever.
Okay. Next.
But I will tell you, when we used to play pickup at Siena, I had a triple-double against a kid with one arm because he couldn't stop me going right, and I dominated all game.
Go to the next sport.
No, you're going to the next sport. So basketball, I would just outwill you because I still think you'll get tired easier than I will.
You wouldn't beat me in basketball.
What's
What's
all right,
next?
Name a sport, man.
Well, I don't know. Like, how do you name baseball?
We could set something up. Like, I know that I would strike you out more times in 10 at-bats than you would strike me out, 100%.
I don't know if that's true.
You don't know if that's true.
I don't know. I haven't thrown in a while.
Oh, choo-choo, the excuse train's coming out.
No, I just don't know that.
Oh, yeah, and I spend my time in my backyard throwing bullpens. Like, what do you think I do? Like, you think I'm out here tossing the ball around?
I think that's
Am
a
I-
draw.
No, you're breaking
that's a
the pinky
draw.
on the heavy bat.
Exactly. So I'm already at a disadvantage. You think you would strike me out more times than I would strike you out. That's what you're going to say here right now. You sure you want to say that?
I think it's close.
I think you're doing drugs. Okay, next sport.
Go ahead, name it.
Golf.
I'll play in golf anytime.
I know you will, but
I just got to get my frame of mind correct.
right. And I don't think you got that in you because I've seen you have some all-time meltdowns on the golf course where
Yeah,
you mentally I might have you.
in golf you do.
Thank you. See, now you're being a realist.
But I can still compete against you in golf.
I didn't
It's
say
just
you couldn't compete, but I think I'm a little bit of a better golfer if I'm being honest.
we'd have to play by the real rules.
What does that mean?
Yeah, if you hit a ball out of bounds off the tee, you're hitting 3 off the tee.
All right, that's fine.
All right, so golf is a toss
Give
up.
me-
It's a toss up.
Just say it. Say you give me a little bit. If the odds came out, I would be a little bit of a favorite,
It'd be like minus 115 now.
but I would be the favorite.
Minus
You said it.
105. Minus 105.
Fine, but you just said I would be the favorite. So that's fine. Okay, golf.
Only because I'm a little bit of a mental head case when it comes to golf.
I'm sorry that's part of the game.
All right, next.
Bowling,
Bowling.
you'd beat me. But that's not even like a real sport.
Well, if you're throwing golf, I'm putting bowling in.
All right, fine. So I think you'd beat me in bowling because you're like a bowler, which is weird. But you're a bowler, so that's fine.
Okay. Next.
Any 40-yard dash, I'll beat you.
Yes.
All right, so now I'm up. I'm starting to run away with this.
40-yard dash isn't a sport, though. It's just an activity.
Well, I mean, bowling's an activity, though.
We can make
Swimming?
I'm a phenomenal swimmer.
we could make it a little fairer and say that Kev has to beat you by half a second.
In the 40?
Yeah.
I work.
So
I
if he,
really.
run, if he runs
He
5,
needs more than a
he
half.
runs 6-3.
He needs more than a half.
I don't run well. It's a definite weakness.
I mean,
Oh man.
football. I would
John
dominate.
Lynch is picking from his guest room.
Dominate in what sense in football? I don't understand.
If we had a defender and I had to get open and catch more passes, it would be.
I don't think you'd catch more.
That's insane.
CD
I'm
Lamb
telling you. I think I got
pizza.
better hands than you.
CD Lamb's going to the 49ers.
No, he's got Pizza Hut on the table.
Oh, good for him.
Wow,
Also,
he
if
got
we
the
had
Hut too.
if we had a football throwing contest, I would beat you in that.
Yeah, I agree.
So the only thing you'd beat me in is bowling.
Basketball.
All right, I'll give you bowling and basketball, and I'm
Golf.
up 4-2. You're not going to beat me in golf. You know it, and I know it. So
Baseball.
there is zero chance you beat me in baseball. When was the last time you swung a bat and or threw a ball? Like, let's be honest.
5 or 6 years ago.
Right.
All right, well, I got to think about this. I got to go,
I can't wait for this. This is going to be the most fun I've ever had.
but you're not going to win. Swimming, I'll beat you in laps, too.
Well, I mean, how many laps? That's the dumbest bet I've ever heard.
Oh, do you want to do the breaststroke,
It's
the
one
butterfly,
time down and one time back.
the backstroke? What
When
stroke
was
do
the
you
last
want?
time you've been swimming, by the way?
It's a hidden talent.
What about bike riding? We can do a mini
No,
Tour de
I'm
France.
not a biker.
There's another one.
I can fall off the bike. That's the problem.
What about any game with like intellect, like checkers or chess?
No chance of beating me in either one of those.
The pick is in. The 49ers took
Javon
Evan-
Kinlaw from South Carolina.
How about Jerry Judy? Wow.
Yeah.
Just not getting picked.
Is Jerry Judy going to go to the Falcons?
No, definitely the Broncos.
Yeah, the Falcons have a lot of offensive talent, Ridley and Julio.
And also, what course are we playing in golf? That's a big deterrent, too.
Anywhere but Schenectady Muni.
Stadium. It's over. I win.
No, not necessarily.
Schenectady Muni, when you get to the turn,
He
and
hates
it's like
Schenectady Muni.
550, 604, and 490, like back to back to back.
I would have picked Schenectady Muni, and he would have quit by the 12th hole. I saw him once at Schenectady Muni tee off about 30 feet to the left. He just like duffed a tee shot, which happens. But then he went into this 4-foot-high mud pit with a 3-wood and started trying to whack the ball out of it. He probably took like a 17 on the first hole, and then quit after the first hole. He was done. He rode around in the cart with me, told me how stupid golf was.
$50 down the drain.
Been there.
Stadium. I mean, I shot 75 at Stadium.
Yay!
I mean, I'm just saying.
Round of applause.
75. You ain't beating that.
Well, I'll beat it.
No, you won't. What are we playing in basketball to?
11.
One's only.
See, that's a cop-out for him. Because if I've got him to play to 21, he would be dead on the court.
That's not true because if I knew what date this was happening, I would make sure my lung capacity was the most it's been at in a long time.
First weekend in August. It's set in
Fine.
stone. Get ready.
You're going to lose this. This is going to be like the Saved by the Bell episode where they do these activities, and you're going to lose.
Well, Mike's going to be there to ref and film everything. We're going to have it all on tape, and we're doing See, up here, I defeated a chronic illness. I've defeated so much adversity in my life that I will just have you up here. You like after
That's insane.
After the
What you're saying is insane.
after the first competition, you'll be so tired. I'm just gonna wear you out. Like it's gonna be like '90s Knicks. If you come into the hole, pop. If I know
If we're going to talk about mental toughness,
right, I'm gonna be so in your head after the basketball competition by the 4th hole in golf.
no, if you were smart, you would say play golf first. Because if I ever imploded on the golf course, I would be done for the rest of the day.
We can do that. I think we have to play golf first just for the logistics of it.
That's tough.
Right? Because you got to play a 4-hour thing. Then we got to go do baseball. Then we have to do basketball and cap it off at the bowling alley.
Don't forget about the swim.
My mom has a pool, so that's an easy fix.
I'm a big fan of bowling alleys. It's like the last place where you can do anything.
Yeah, you can smoke.
It's like an
inside.
airport. You can smoke inside in half of them still. Like it's incredible.
Yeah, I agree with Mike. So we'll finish the night at the bowling alley. I think we have to get a gallery too and a crowd. Because I play off the crowd.
Idiot.
All right.
right.
You make a list of 5 sports that we'll play.
Golf, basketball, bowling,
Yep. Baseball.
baseball, swimming.
There it is.
There it is.
Those are the 5. You're going to
5-5.
lose 4-1.
You're on. I'm gonna win 3-2.
I think you lose 4-1. I think the one you have me in is baseball. I got the other 4.
I have you in golf. I have you.
You don't have me in golf. I mean, golf is a complete toss-up. If I'm in the right frame of mind, we're even in golf.
18 holes, buddy. That's a
That's
lot
okay.
of time for you to freak out. I've seen that act.
I know.
I've seen that act, and it is a shit show.
It's worrisome, but I'll have to.
I'm gonna win swimming, baseball, and golf, and you'll beat me in basketball and bowling.
It's going to be close.
But if I beat you in basketball,
Well, then I would have to beat you in baseball, but you're not going to beat me in basketball. I'm gonna be the Shaquille O'Neal of 2000 playing you in basketball.
I'm like trying to move like a pyramid.
No, I think I could back you down pretty easily.
You don't realize that starting Sunday, I'm doing a weight loss / workout challenge, and I'm going to look like a young Stallone by August.
I'll bet that.
I'll bet that.
Well, I'm going to take your $50 tomorrow when I run like Deion Sanders down my
It'll
street.
be sent over to you if you beat me. I'll send it right over to you, but you're not going to.
I get 3 chances.
3.
Deal.
All right.
I have to break 5-9-5.
No,
Oh, what was it?
5-9. If it's 5-9-1, I win.
Oh, okay. What if it's 5-9? It's a push.
Push.
I think if I hit 5-9, I should win.
Jerry
No.
Judy just went to the Broncos.
Jerry Judy might have the second nicest house behind Tua.
I've called this whole draft. I kind of want to make that known,
You have. You nailed it.
Yeah, you've done a nice job. I'll give you credit.
including Andrew Thomas. I called that in December.
Thanks for bringing real analysis to the Kevin lists all of his athletic talents show.
Thank
Yeah, I
you,
mean,
Right.
he just has some wild takes that sometimes needs to be put in check.
You haven't put anything in check. I'm more confident now than I was before this started.
4-1.
What do you want to put on that you don't beat me 4-1?
Nothing.
I'll bet you $1,000 you don't beat me 4-1.
He can't authorize that kind of money without talking to his wife.
Good point. You're lucky I agreed to take out the running portion because you would never beat me in that.
I never admit I never said I'd beat you in running.
You also said I would beat you in baseball and golf, but now you're talking it back and saying you're going to win everything.
No, I said you beat me in baseball. Can we do the golf at Freer?
No, I refuse to play for.
What does
You're
that
going to
mean?
play there all year. That's a disadvantage.
I'm not gonna be able to play there at all. I'm gonna have to work every day.
Okay, who's going to play Freer more this year, you or me, Josh?
Oh, probably me.
Right. Seeing that I live 12 hours away, I would say that would be a fair analysis.
All right.
Seeing that you're there every day and I live a day away.
But I'm working hard.
Right, so that's why we'll play at neutral course, stadium. Where I shot a 75 2 years ago.
All right. Have a good night.
See ya. Thanks for joining us.
I
See ya.
equaled number 4. Have a good one.
Oh my God.
See you later.
Cheap chipping. See you later.
It was a
Bye.
cheap chip in. You're right. Have a good one. So we're on the clock here. 5 minutes, Mike. The Falcons. Judy's off the board. CD Lamb's still out there.
Yeah. I would think that he would go to Dallas or Miami. I don't know what Atlanta needs necessarily.
I think Atlanta needs defense. What about this Xavier McKinney guy from Alabama?
I wouldn't be surprised. I know it's maybe they can get a running back later, but I know. Oh no, they just picked up Gurley. Never mind. I love that Pizza Hut and Old Spice are getting in on these in the house endorsements here.
Pizza Hut's all over the place now, late here in the first round.
Look how happy Elway is to have made that Jerry Judy pick.
Look at him.
He is rolling around. He's so happy to have not taken a quarterback this year and
Yeah,
got killed.
where he can't get made fun of. So, real talk, how do you think I'm going to do in this sports competition?
I was higher on your 40 time than he was. I said like 6 to joke around, but I've always been between 5.6 and 5.9.
And I appreciate that. That gives me confidence for tomorrow.
I mean, 6 is a lot of seconds to run 40 yards.
I know.
That's 2 seconds every like 20 feet.
I mean, I'm really slow, but I think I can do it in less than 6 seconds.
20 feet is 6 yards. Can you run 6 yards in less than 2 seconds?
Yeah, I would have to.
Like, no, it's 120 feet
Right.
divided by 6. So that's 20 feet a second.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
You should be able to do that.
I think I'm going to do it.
5.6 is 5.9 is really slow.
Yeah.
I am concerned that you're not going to stretch and you're going to tear your hamstring.
I'm more concerned about that than anything because I haven't run or stretched really in a long time. But dude,
As somebody who's famous for not stretching, I never stretch at all.
mm-mm.
Um,
I remember for beer league softball, the hardos would be stretching. You and me would just be like, all right, let's
Yeah.
go out here and do this.
I don't even stretch now when I go for runs. I ran 7.5 miles on Sunday.
7.5.
7.5 between 9 minutes and 50 seconds to 10 minutes and 10 seconds a mile.
That's amazing. Good for you. Mike worked hard at it though, because he did this a couple of years back. He got in good shape.
Yeah, I've run 70 miles this month. I have an outside chance at 100. We'll see if I get there.
I've been eating a lot the last couple of days because I want to be at 200 for the weigh-in.
I dig that. I respect the commitment. You can definitely break 6 seconds. That's so slow.
It's really slow, dude. I think so. I guess for the weight loss competition, we have to talk about when we want to end it, because that'll give me a goal of what I have to get down to, I guess.
Well, when you weigh on Sunday, we'll figure something out because we don't want it to be unhealthy. We don't
Right.
want to say like you're going to lose 25 pounds in 6 weeks, but you really
Right,
want to.
and then I die or something.
Yeah.
That would be a sad end to the competition.
Yeah, I mean, when we worked together, we both went on a diet and we downloaded that stupid like Map My Calories app from Under Armour,
Yeah,
and we didn't know how many calories were in anything. And you and I, you went to the hospital,
Mhm.
and I missed like 3 days of work because
Yeah.
we had no idea what calories were, and we almost died.
Yeah, I did go to the hospital. I think for a point there, I think I wasn't eating breakfast and I was just drinking black coffee and water.
Yeah.
And I would eat
We brought like celery sticks into work because we had no idea what calories
it
were.
was horrible. Yeah, we almost killed ourselves there.
Yeah, that was bad.
The
So
Fal-
this time we'll do some research or something and we'll figure it out.
Yeah. I'd like to be my goal is to get into the 170s.
That's a
So
good
like
place to be.
178 would be nice. I don't know, man. I love food. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off if we're being 100% here.
Especially when you're sitting in the house all day.
Right, I know. And especially since I shattered my hand on the heavy bag. That was a disaster. The Falcons pick is in, Mike. I think they got to go with this Xavier McKinney, the safety from Alabama,
Yeah, get some back end help.
because their defense stinks.
The GM, it looks like he has an inflatable couch there behind the GM.
Yeah, what's that? Arthur Blank is wearing the new jersey. By the way, Falcons new jerseys, D-.
Yeah. They as soon as they came out, people were comparing them to the Mean Machine jerseys in the Longest Yard remake.
Exactly what they look like, actually.
Yeah.
Chargers, good uniforms. The Browns went back to the nice uniforms.
Yeah.
Patriots jerseys I don't like, though. I think they're kind of ugly looking. They should have went back to the old school Patriots, like the Drew Bledsoe ones.
The red, white, and blue ones. I
Yeah,
like.
they would have been nice. All right, let's see who
Mixed
they.
in. I think you're right with the safety. Oh, Goodell is showing the card to the Zoom things before he reads it. AJ Terrell, cornerback of Clemson.
Clemson.
He appears to be surprised that he was just picked. He still has his head down. I wonder if they're on a tape delay the way we're on a tape delay.
I think they are. I think they don't get the call until like right now. They got it.
The only kid who was not on tape delay was the like 12-year-old who slumped in his chair when the Browns picked his brother.
Who just looked like his mom told him like no more chips before dinner. Like he was like, no. Like he just. That was bad news for that kid. I think we'll do 3 more picks here, and then we'll call it a night.
Yeah.
We'll do Dallas, Miami, and we'll end it with the Vegas Raiders, where the draft was supposed to be in Vegas.
Yeah.
This
This is Jerry Jones alone in his house making this pick.
Yeah, this is why we have to stay on for this.
I think if you go into bowling 2-2, you're screwed.
Oh, he's going to beat me in bowling. He's like a really good bowler. So
That's
he's
what I'm
gonna-
saying. You have to win 3 events going into bowling. It's like one of those things where you can't go on the road in game 5.
Right, but he's not going to beat me in baseball. Like I played competitive baseball. I've been around baseball. He never played. I'm going to beat him in baseball. Okay, basketball. He's got a lot of weight on me, so I think he has a chance of bodying me down and winning there.
If it's make it, take it, you're in a lot of trouble. Because I could see him backing you down like 10
Yeah, no, we got to play. You have to play losers outs. You have to play losers outs in a game
Yeah.
like that. To 11, you got to play losers.
I'm going to beat him in golf because he's a mental midget on the golf course. He's not a bad golfer at all. We're probably average. We're probably both like right in the 11, 12 handicap range, which is pretty good for amateur golfers. But I've seen him implode.
Look at Jerry with people.
Who's
Is
that
Jerry
lady?
making us pick in a spaceship?
Look at his house.
It looks like he's making the pick in a spaceship.
That looks like a Disney World ride. So I'm gonna beat him in golf. But then we get to the swimming is a complete toss up, to be honest.
Yeah, that was random. That felt like an ace in the hole kind of card. Like he was like, I know I can swim.
That's why I think we have to throw the running in. Because
The swimming is like something when you're playing cards with somebody and they get up and they're like, I really usually like to play like Texas Hold'em or like
right.
5-card stud or something. You're like, oh, I'm fucked now.
Right. Or it's like when you're playing pool with somebody and then in the second game, they're like, why don't we go double or nothing? You're like, oh, this is weird now. This podcast has been brought to you by Shane McHugh Visuals. Here we go, Mike. Full ad read. It's a full-service freelance video and photo production house that can suit all your visually creative needs. Whether you're looking to capture a special event, promote your business, or showcase your property, SMV has you covered. You can find them online at ShaneMcHughVisuals.com or on Instagram at ShaneMcHughVisuals. Yeah, I'm concerned about the swimming.
Look how close Mike McCarthy is to the screen there.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping for all night. One of those old guys
This
facing
thing
us
up.
against the screen. Can you hear me, Jerry?
Look at that picture they got of him.
Magic technology.
Oh, God. Jerry Jones is drafting from a space shuttle with a 60-year-old supermodel next to him.
Oh, man. This is incredible.
I mean, for Jerry, that's pretty good. He's like 80. That lady's way younger than Jerry. The one, I don't know if it's his wife or what Jerry's situation is.
Yeah.
But, dude, Trey Wingo, again, that suit is wild.
Yeah.
Like, that's not even what, like, Michael Corleone would wear. Those pinstripes are, like, comically thick.
Yeah.
I think Denver made a great pick there. They got that receiver that late.
Yeah. Especially because I've been reading Judy, maybe even the Jacksonville at like 8 or 9, wherever they were.
So who's Dallas taking here? I think Dallas has got to take a defensive player here.
What are those giant sculptures behind Jerry in those circles?
Oh, he looks happy.
He's celebrating, but the pick isn't in yet.
This
Now,
is who they're taking right here.
CeeDee Lamb got Pizza Hut there too.
CeeDee Lamb's going to the Cowboys.
Cross from Amari Cooper, that'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
He's looking at his phone a lot. Mike McCarthy is so close to the screen.
Back to the Mike McCarthy cam. What is this? Mike, take a picture of this so we can use it as a thing on Twitter and our. Look at this. He's 2 feet from the screen.
This is incredible.
Look at that face, Mike. What are you doing?
Call here.
Hey, how are you?
What are those circular? What is that stuff shooting up into the circular thing?
I have no idea. He looks like he's in a casino lobby, but it's in his house.
He could be at the stadium. Like
Jerry Jones is a legend. They're like, who's going to submit the pick here, Mike? Do you think they're talking to each other, trying to figure this out?
I hope so. I love that Jerry Jones for 40 years bought like a football team. He was like, going to be the GM.
I was
Never
just
heard
gonna
anything
say
about football. How hard could it be? That's what gives me hope that like being a GM is all about like connections and being a former player and stuff. Because this dude didn't know anything about football. And he was like, first year, firing historic Tom Landry. We're going to overpay coaches and get the best players.
I think he played in college and then was out of football completely.
Yeah, he did play at the University of Arkansas.
Yeah, but he wasn't in football before buying the Cowboys. He went and like worked he like oil, right? Is that where he got his money?
Cowboys pick is CeeDee
Mike.
Lamb, Oklahoma.
You're right. It is funny though when it says owner, president, and GM. Like every
Yeah.
title.
Like, I don't think there's a single other owner who's a general manager anywhere in sports anymore.
In any sport. No, I
Yeah.
think you're right. All right, we're gonna do 2 more picks here. We're gonna do Miami and Las Vegas. We're gonna call it a night after that.
Yeah.
Uh,
I know that Ted Turner tried to manage the Braves once,
right.
and Major League Baseball told him that he couldn't own the team and manage because it was a conflict of interest.
Which is kind of BS. I mean, it's his team. He should be able to do whatever he wants.
Yeah. But I think they were concerned about game fixing.
That makes sense.
But Ted Turner also lost his only game as manager.
He did. I didn't know
Career
that.
0-1, Ted Turner.
How did he get in to manage a game?
He fired or he suspended the manager
Mm-hmm.
for 5 games.
And
And instead of appointing an acting manager, he did it.
I love that move.
He like wore a uniform, just
That's
like a regular manager, and like went in the dugout.
That's awesome. That's what Jerry Jones should have done. Just coach the team. Here it is, May 11th, 1977. Braves owner Ted Turner takes reins as manager.
Yeah, he
Jersey. Mike,
he did
that's a great
something
story.
weird, like change the batting order or assign people different positions than they played.
Mike, just Google that and look at the picture of him with his hands up on the dugout.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen it.
He actually looks like pretty good in the uniform, though. He doesn't look like.
He looks like he's an in shape guy.
Yeah, he did back in the day for sure.
Miami
Who's
needs
up there?
everything. They could take anyone.
Yeah, Miami's going to probably take.
I wouldn't. They didn't trade for all of Lincoln Riley. Look at that TV. Good for him.
I mean, I don't know. I
It
don't.
looks like Jerry just keeps mouthing, "That's a good pick. That's a good pick."
I think that's what he's saying, right? They going to commercial here.
Yeah,
All right, you want to call it?
yeah.
All right, let's call it.
We've done 2+ hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's a good draft rundown. All right,
I'm glad that we did it this way first, other than the live.
Yeah.
Because now we got thank for it. I know I wrote a blog to put up an Instagram post about us going live. We decided at the last minute not to do it because 1, it cost $15, and 2, we were worried with the virtual draft that the first 10 picks could have been 3 hours.
yeah, and now we're going to try to do the YouTube stuff. So this will be a
Yeah.
good start. So anything else, Mike?
No, said it all.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to our 2020 draft party. Check us out on the blog, procrastinationsports.com, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We'll be back next week with the Corner Booth, and look out for the other new podcast and the blogs. Thanks, everybody. We love you.
Thank you.